Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props.
This shit is not real.
Just in case the police listen, I mean.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
It's only entertainment.
I want my heartbeat because it's about to get serious up in here. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of the DRP podcast. I'm Lisa. To the left of me, we got Moon.
What's the deal, Bobby?
And to the right of me, we got Pat.
What's up? Let's get it.
All right. So jumping right in, I'm going to start with you, Moon, since I introduced you first.
Hey.
Got some tough questions for y'all. I want y'all to be honest. Don't hold nothing back. So, first thing first, Moon. You always that person to give the extra push. You always pushing me and Pat. Like, we got to do this. We got to do that. Like, you just always going, and staying positive. Where do you get that from? And, like, is it draining to you?
I get that from a couple people. One like from my guy Gotti. He was like he had like a big influence on me. Real positive guy, just motivational, just on go. Let's get it, man. You know, make it happen. So I just kind of like just want to push people to their goals or just to be the best version of themselves because you know we all need that push sometimes and.
Yeah.
You might not get it nowhere, so I would do it, and then I would want somebody to push me. Mm-hmm. So we all kind of hold each other accountable to kind of, you know, push us to go after what we want out of life or whatever short-term goals or long-term goals. Just, you know, just give each other that push, that extra motivation to go get it because, you know, teamwork makes the dream work, and
Absolutely.
You might just be, like, falling back on your goals and you just needed that month. Somebody like
needed that extra push.
Yeah, man, stop bullshitting and get to it, you know what I'm saying? So,
but is it draining?
I wouldn't say it's draining because like I said, we all need that push and like if I feel like I'm slacking, I would want somebody to push me or motivate me to like, man, get on your ass, bro. You say you want to do this, so go handle it, you know, make it happen.
Okay. All right, Pat, you ready?
Unfortunately.
All right. On one of our podcasts, you mentioned one of our earlier episodes, you mentioned that you're in counseling. Do you feel comfortable sharing why you're in counseling?
I guess I would say, I'm in counseling because I think a lot of times when you're going through something or you think you're going through something, you kind of find yourself sometimes projecting that on the people around you, the closest people around you. And, you know, it took me, like, taking a step back to realizing, like, you know, I be having, like, bad days sometimes. And I be like, wait a minute, this ain't, you know how you, like, this not, this, you know, tomorrow's going to be a different day, you know, it's going to be different. But then it start lasting a couple days and, like, nah, this is kind of odd, you know what I mean? So I think, it was just me noticing that I was like depressed, but didn't have a reason to like to blame. I didn't have nothing to blame it on. Didn't have nobody to blame it on, and didn't want to put that responsibility on nobody else to kind of like fix it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So it's like me taking that step to kind of do that because you know whatever you going through is gonna automatically affect people around you. It's like if I can take any extra added pressure off of people, it almost take the extra added pressure off myself by going and get, you know, professional help just to kind of get some real tools to kind of work around, you know,
and figure out what's going on. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're in counseling. And I'm glad you're not stressed out by pushing people. All right.
Keep on pushing.
I can't with y'all these songs and stuff, dude. So to me, on the outside looking in, you just like got the perfect life, like. You don't seem to have no problems, like nothing's going on. I don't ever hear you come out the house complaining. Like, so are you battling something that you know, like battling something alone that you don't want to share with us or like you haven't really been vocal about it, but do you have some problems? Like, are you human?
I'm definitely human. I would say I also have like my fair share of problems. As of late, everything been pretty smooth, but
that's good.
You know, we all go through problems and deal with them. So you just gotta try to find the best way to navigate through it. in a positive fashion without, bringing others down or just like sucking the air out the room because
Right.
whatever you're going through. So even when I do go through stuff, I probably call my brothers. So I call Pat for real.
Oh, Pat.
My bro Zeke or Kay or one of my uncles. Shit, I call my damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? So if I am going through something that's really bothering me, somebody gonna hear about it. So it's just all about having the ability or the support to help you navigate through it. Getting different advice. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to ask somebody like, well, how you ever been through this, or if it was, how did you navigate through it, or did you know anybody going through this, and how did they get through it if, you know what I'm saying, they came to you or, so I definitely be having my fair share of problems, but everything been smooth as a lady, so I'm gonna kind of hopefully stay on that course as long as possible, but yeah, I definitely go through shit, hell yeah.
Okay, but you understand what you need to do to resolve those problems like quickly. You have that support system, so you're able to resolve them. That's sooner than other people, rather, with that support.
Yeah. Well, first I try to resolve them on my own.
They go to band and you
And
talking.
if I can't really, get to it, I be like, damn, what the fuck? I'm trying this and tried that.
Nothing's working.
This shit
so,
probably about to stress me out, like so.
yeah.
And then at that point, I would like try to, seek help or get like advice from.
Others.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right, Pat, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's a tough one. So I remember Moon and I, we attended your brother's funeral. Still sorry about that. No words. I can't even think of anything to say, to console you on that, comfort you on that, I should say. So have you, I guess, no, that's a tough thing to say. Have you dealt with that grief or that loss? How are you moving through that?
I don't really think I've really dealt with it on purpose, to be honest. Like I didn't like sit down with it and try to like figure it out. I will say it did kind of push me to like looking up different things. Like since then I probably read up and studied about 5 different religions. Like
Just to kill time or to
just kind of like
your mind busy?
it kind of made me realize. It kind of made me wanted to know like the real meaning of life and not what people put on it. Like not the
Having lost that traumatic.
yeah, and I just kind of let myself go through the motions. A lot of stuff I did privately. I kind of before work I used to go sit by the water for about 15, 20 minutes. I did that for like 2 years. Just to kind of clear my mind. If I got to yell, scream, cry, like I did it, did it by the water. But I never really like addressed it like head on, because it is so many moving parts to somebody passing away that, like I'm one of them people that kind of like would kind of minimize like the effect that it have on me because the big effect that it's having on everybody else. So it's kind of like almost, seeing the effect they have on everybody else and kind of like dealing with my stuff privately.
Yeah, so you got to kind of like push your shit to the side of like
And it's crazy because it's not like it was like nobody like made it that way. Just something that's just in me that just forced it to be that way. And I will say like it just made me have just a lot of questions that I know there's no real answers for. I just really start questioning everything. Like I question everything now. And I think like I don't know, like losing that junk is crazy. Like I can't even like half of the stuff I don't even remember. Like it's a whole block of time that I don't remember.
Yeah, I see my mom still going through it. She lost her youngest brother at that, my uncle, and she's still going through it. And that happened in 2020. So due to COVID at that, so that made it 10 times worse.
Because then everybody process is different. Everybody timeline is different.
Right.
And just like with going with counseling, like grief is so crazy that you will find yourself like when let's say you mad today, the person you projecting that on is gonna feel defensive because they just like somebody is mad at me. So how can you how do you compartmentalize like, hey, this person is going through something. Let me just,
Step back.
putting that responsibility on other people. To me, it's like, I think that would have made it worse on myself, expecting other people to kind of like always look at me and be like, oh, he going through something in this moment.
Is that another reason why you went to counseling, because of your brother's stuff?
I would say that played a part into it.
Okay.
Just to kind of like, I would say that played a big part into it.
Okay.
Because I went to, it was not, because it's not conscious. Like when you go to counseling, you would think it's like, I'm going for this thing. But it's like, for me, it's I'm not going for this thing. Like I'm feeling this way. And now I'm about to just talk about a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
And maybe in talking and unpacking all of that, there's some type of like, solution or some type of answer that kind of helped me work through it. You know what I mean? But for like, as far as like going through it, like, shit, it's not, there's nothing you can do about it for real. Like that shit is really just like, you do what you got to do. You kind of just, you take your time. You grieve how you grieve. Like don't let nobody tell you what grieving look like. That don't look different from everybody. Nigga, somebody laughing, somebody crying, somebody mad. Like that junk is really different. And just because somebody not doing it the way that Tyler Perry doing in all his movies, don't mean they ain't grieving. You know what I mean?
I give you that.
Yeah, definitely. I would say grief. It's definitely a time thing. You never get over, especially losing like somebody close, because you can just think, you can hear a song and break out crying because you just listen to that song every day with that person, or get some food that y'all ate a lot and it just hit you. So I would just say it's like, you're gonna do it until you die. You just learn how better to live with it than opposed to getting over it.
Yeah. That's the reason why I was late, because I was looking at the questions that I had to ask y'all, and it made me think of my uncle, and I started crying. I was like, dang, maybe I shouldn't ask him that, because if I'm getting emotional over my uncle, I can only imagine how emotional you were going to get. And I know you just shared that you lost someone that, bringing that out. And so it's a tough conversation, but I'm glad you guys are being vulnerable enough to share everything with me. So I'll continue and bug you guys. Right. So being vulnerable, are there any wounds that you would love to heal from that you haven't healed from yet? Come on, Mr. Perfect. Do you have any pain deep inside?
I'm not perfect at all. Like, I just like, any wounds I need to heal from.
Do you look back on something? It could be childhood. It could be as an adult. Like, do you look back on something like, dang, that still hurt me? Like, I need to heal from that.
So, damn, you wanna fuck me up with that one.
Yeah.
So like when
See, that's one of the ones right there.
yeah, like so. So when my grandma, she died from cancer. So like when she was dealing with that, when she got to like getting like really small, it was hard for me to like to go see her, cause that shit was fucking me up, and like I know she probably wanted me over there more, but it was just like killing me. Like every time I go home, just
To see her like that and have that memory.
yeah, just like crying in the car and like crying at home, and that it like I feel like I should have been stronger for her just to have like more of that time to like be there and support her and kind of go through that with her and all.
That's easier to say now. You probably couldn't control it then.
Yeah, so that's like that's one of the
I'm sorry.
something that like that really battle with that. Like yeah, like I just wish I would have I was stronger to be there with her during those times more, because that's like the last of the time that I would have had with her, and that shit broke me. Like it crushed me. Like damn, I feel like a coward, but Like
No, it's her grandma.
it was just like I just couldn't like see her like that a lot, and that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that-
don't make me cry. I know I need to drink my drink. Hold on, I'm sorry, I can't see. Pat. So, from my perspective, you don't talk much. Like you always like really quiet. So, is there a deep reason as to why you're so quiet and don't really talk? Like I'm seeing more of you now than I've ever have. So, is there a deep reason? Like, if there's something traumatic happened to you to where you like just made yourself not talk, even like in school, like so.
No, I got a loud family. Like literally, both sides of the family, like it's just filled with like outgoing personalities, big personalities, and just loud. And like in my house, there was always a lot going on, so I was just always just like really observant and kind of just like doing my own thing. You know, it was more so like it wasn't even intentional. It's almost like I'm not talking, but I'm seeing everything. I notice everything, and I think a lot of that was mainly just me trying not to put like an extra like burden like on like my parents, because if like a lot of kids and a lot of stuff going on, you just like I ain't trying to put like extra stress like
Yeah.
being, been doing too much, bringing extra problems to where they got to get off work, go up to the school, just little stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just think I just got so used to being just like reserved that it's just kind of became comfortable. But I like as I got older, like in my 30s, it's almost like I'm pushing myself to like put myself out there more, which is very uncomfortable.
But I guess my thing is, as a child, you telling yourself like, let me not put this extra stress on my parents. Let me not do this and that. Did that impact your childhood at all? So like you couldn't really focus on being a child, getting in trouble like
1000%.
yeah.
1000%. I always say that I wish I could have just been a kid when it was time to be a kid,
Right.
because you notice that kind of affects your relationship, even with your parents. When you don't give your parents enough pushback or just enough, just like being a kid and having them like reprimand you for something you're doing, I think it affects the bond that you kind of build with the parent.
I can see that.
So by me taking the approach I did take, I do kind of I do kind of regret it sometimes, because it did kind of affect like my relationship with my parents as an adult, because I'm kind of like the same way.
Okay.
Like I kind of just don't talk. I kind of be in my own little bubble so much that it kind of be like, oh shit, I ain't talked to my parents in a minute,
Right.
But it's really, I'm so used to just being, maybe that's just like the middle child in me, but I'm so used to just being like doing stuff on my own.
Independent, basically, yeah.
Yeah, that I don't even register that that's a thing. So sometimes consciously when I do notice it, I do try to go back and like check in. But I notice sometimes that that's even awkward for my parents for real, and that's what kind of make it more awkward for me.
Because they're not like, well, wait,
They're
what
like,
is he
oh,
going
so
for?
it's like he calling me. I mean, I love you, but how you feel that little
like what's going on?
It's a little like hesitation or a little little pause. I do feel like my interactions sometimes like it don't come off as natural as it would be like if my siblings are interacting with my parents. Because I will say,
Because you're so careful about what you're saying and doing. I've noticed that about you. I'm like, he talking like he in a movie or like in a like
that's just kind of how I am. Like I just don't like my words to be misconstrued.
Okay.
I don't like
very
people,
intentional.
Yeah, I don't like people insinuating off what I say. Like take my words for what they are, and that's what it is. You can't. Oh, how you tried to say this? No, the
Don't
words.
put no spices on it.
Yeah, and honestly, that have like helped me just kind of like protect myself in a way. But it do get exhausting, because when you realize that whoever you're talking to, no matter how like intentional you are with your words, it will take them to be understanding to actually accept that, because no matter who it is, they can still treat it like oh no, you said this. So it takes me
Right,
now to
right.
be like, that shit don't even matter in most conversations.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I see that.
You know what I mean? It's like that shit don't even matter in most conversations. So now it's like, all right, if I feel it's like that, then let me just meet that person who I'm talking to in the moment like that. But I am kind of like way more reserved
Yeah.
than
Most.
than most.
A lot. Most.
Yeah. I kind of like to, I don't know. I like to keep it like buttoned up a little bit,
Okay.
Especially in a lot going on where I grew up and how everything was. Just like everybody is just so like loud about everything and exposing people and doing this and
Yeah.
that. It's like I never want to be a part of no
Of
type
that.
of energy like that. So it's
Yeah.
kind of
Stay away
like
from the
So you
circus.
protect your
Yeah.
energy in a way. That's
Yeah.
good though.
it's good, but it also kind of you find yourself isolating yourself when you do that, and that's what I noticed. So now it's kind of like
Time to get out a little bit, but do it carefully.
yeah.
Okay. So what is a decision? And I want you to think really hard.
Okay.
If I got to skip you and go to Pat and come back, I will.
Okay.
What is a decision that you've made that you wish you could take back? Thank you.
I got a couple.
Oh, damn. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna start young. My daddy signed me up for the Giants and shit, football team. But it was just hot as fuck for like 2 weeks, bro. And I
was
did
trying
not
to
want
get
to do
signed
that
up for the
shit.
Giants.
I swear it was just so hot those 2 weeks. I'm like, man, fuck this shit, bro. So I ended up getting my stepbrother ain't like that shit. Well, my brother, I don't even say stepbrother. My other brother, he ain't like that shit neither. So that nigga told his mama, so I'm like, yeah, I told too. Fuck, we playing this shit. You know
It's
what
too
I'm
hot,
saying?
ma.
It's hot as hell.
But now you wish you would have stuck with it.
Yeah, I definitely regret not staying with it, man, and just
Yeah.
playing football, like, all pal and, high school and all that shit. That was, like, a major regret. I mean, I did play 1 year high school, but, damn, that's another regret. I ain't go to summer school because I was working. I'm making money. Like, I already got 15 extra credits. I'm graduating regardless of whatever the fuck I do. So I'm going to get my money, but I do regret not going to summer school and playing football senior year.
Okay.
Some
What about
grown
the
man
other-
shit.
right.
Some grown man shit. Some grown man shit. I regret.
I feel like you got something, but you are holding it in.
Nah, I ain't holding it. I'm trying to find it.
Trying to find it. Okay.
Push that shit out, man.
'Cause I feel like I just be giving it, like, y'all got to give me.
No, we give it up. I gotta think on it. Some grown man shit. I think I regret.
She's good. She did her homework.
Yeah, she definitely did her homework.
You want me to skip you and come back to that?
Yeah, say that question. I ain't running from it though. I just
All
gotta
right.
think on it. I ain't
Come
running
on,
from
Pat. He going to push all the pressure on you.
it. All right, I just.
Let's see. So, this is a good one. To me it is. To me, like, you're always going and going and going. Like, you're always, like, we just had the discussion earlier, like, how much you do. Like, and it kind of worries me that, like, with you being in counseling and with you having all of this pressure on your back, and with you constantly just always on the go, getting those 2-3 hours of sleep we be talking about, like, do you feel that you're close to a breaking point? And, like, is it something that we can do as not only your podcast members, like your friend, but we're friends, like we family. So, like, is there anything that you think we can do, and are you at your breaking point? Or close to it?
No, I wouldn't say that I'm close to my breaking point. Ironically, like, I was at a breaking point before we started the podcast. Probably like, I want to say June-ish. And that was just like work and school and being a union steward at work. It got to a point where I was just like, fuck everything. Like, I just need some time to just open my schedule because I go home, then I'm doing union work. I'm writing these grievances. I'm doing all this, writing these statements. And it's like, damn, I ain't got no free time. So then I just cleared the plate. But my problem is when I clear my plate, I be feeling like I'm not doing nothing.
Okay.
So then I slowly just fill it back up again.
Instead of enjoying it.
Instead of enjoying, I do have some, but it's like I'll just be, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, right?
Okay.
So I think I do need to like, cause to me, like, and this is why I tell my wife too, like, I work until I'm exhausted. Like I don't have like a turn off switch. I would need her to be like, stop.
Yeah.
Because when I feel like something needs to be done, but I also see like the quality of the work when I do that is not the greatest.
Okay.
So now it's just learning to be like
quality over quantity.
Yeah, so now that's why I'm trying to like make a schedule for my work week.
Okay.
Not even just about work, just like, hey, work. Okay, this time set aside for kids, this time set aside for pod, this time set aside, like, just actually write down and kind of be able to look at how my week is stacked up so I can better organize my lifestyle.
Okay.
Because that's something I've been talking with her a lot about. That's just about, you know how you got your alarm, but then you still getting up late and you like,
because you keep hitting that snooze button. So you're so intentional about everything else, so now you need to pull those skills, those attentions, and move them over to having that healthy balance and writing it down.
And the crazy part about being intentional is, like, I'm intentional about everything, but I always like lose that intention when it comes to like myself.
That's not good.
I always feel like I can. Okay, so now even when I like talk to my therapist, it's like I'm telling him like I'm tired of trying to fit myself into my schedule.
Yeah, because you gotta. So, like, being young, we used to get mad about being bored. But now, as an adult, you like, I wish I could just be bored
that's the
and not have shit to
that's
do.
the thing. Like,
You know
I
what I'm
literally,
saying?
like, when they be like, "What you do today?" If I can just sit, when I sit on the couch just for hours, like, I'm like, man, that was a good day.
Yeah,
Right.
like, you really need that time to be bored or just time just to have nothing to do. Because without that, you'll fucking go crazy. Cause I be looking like I'm constantly on go,
Going.
like,
Yeah,
work, come home, family, sleep for fucking 4 hours, work, come home, family.
And that's not healthy. Y'all eventually are going to burn out. Like, I hate to say that. I remember an old boss of mine told me that years ago because I was going to school full time, working full time, taking care of my kids, and, you know, single mother doing it all. And she was like, you're going to get to that point when you're going to burn out and you're going to be tired. You're going to be at your breaking point. And I'm like, this bitch crazy. Like, she hating. Like, I got to keep going. Like, why would you be so negative and wish that on me? Like, get them bad spirits away from me. But she was right. Like, I burnt myself out. So y'all need to be intentional, set time away or set time aside for you guys and write stuff down, have a clear path.
I do. Like, I'm getting to the point because, honestly, I guess that would be like, honestly, I think a lot of that stuff is just like, I guess, what trauma would do to you. Because, like, when you grow up and then, like, because my parents was together my whole life until I was like 13. That's when they divorced.
Oh, so you were at that age where you understood.
So I was at the age where, like, and in my head in the moment, I'm thinking like, okay, cool, no more arguing. But like growing up now, like I can see life how it was with both of my parents in the house and when my dad wasn't in the house. Like I can see the shift in the household. You know, and I think a lot of that plays into like me overworking myself with my kids. And now I'm starting to learn like, okay, it's time to chill out. It's time to like make the kids more accountable about, you know, the things that they have to do and stuff they need to get done, and stop, you know, running and trying to check off boxes. And it's like, my race is different, but I know a lot of that just comes from like me just trying to outwork and not trying to end up in a position that I felt like at 13 that I ended up in.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, when you need your parents the most, I would say, as teenagers.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
That middle school to high school is when you just need the most, just like man-to-man talks. Like, you don't, I don't need a parent. I need somebody that's like, I used to be 13.
Right. Let me
tell you how that was for
I
me.
went through that, yeah.
So I think for me, by that going on, I didn't really like have that in real time because so much was going on that now I kind of like, I could irritate my kids in a way with trying to like be up on whatever they got going on. But I am starting to like, it took me some years. Like, I'm about to be 33. Like, I've been married for 10 years. it literally took me until like I told my wife last year, like in 2023, we're gonna be more outside. We have been more outside. You know, that spawns its own separate conversations and things.
Yeah.
But I continue. I plan to like continue that because I don't know. I just feel like I'm just trying to learn how to compartmentalize things and just trying to set time away for myself, even if somebody feel away, because they only feel away because they not used to it, not
Right.
because you're doing something wrong. And it's
Right.
time
Makes them
I
uncomfortable.
gotta understand the difference. Like you're not used to me going out, so that's why you would give it pushback. But it's not really because I'm going out; it's because it's something you're not used to.
Yes, change.
Yeah, so I think that's what me trying to not let that just be like, I guess I'm gonna stay here and we're gonna watch Netflix.
Yeah, bro.
You know, but no.
Not far for the banana and tail.
But look, when you
gone.
when you with somebody for so long and y'all both young and y'all grew up in this shit, the banana in the tailpipe don't seem like a banana at first. You just feel
I
like
don't know what that means. Y'all
It's like-
confusing
it's like
me with
a-
the banana
it's like
and
a-
the
it's
tailpipe.
like
It's like a vagina on a plate, ready
the
to
okie
get,
doke,
like,
yeah.
Oh, like
You gonna leave all this?
okay.
I'll be here when I get back. You hear me?
All right, so I'm gonna get to y'all. Y'all got one more.
I kind of okay. So I found it.
Okay.
So I would say like my biggest, what you say, regret or a decision I didn't make. Or,
Yeah, decision that you made that you wish you can take back.
trying to fucking buy my damn semi truck on credit in opposed to getting it with the cash when I had it. Because the credit shit didn't fall through, and over time the cash went. And like I'd probably be on truck 2 or 3 by now, and
Right.
fucking up a couple $100,000. So that was like one of the main things I regret. Like I never trusted the credit shit anyway. I should have just bought it because my credit's fucked up. But well, you're gonna put these trade lines in and shit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and like I probably spent like $5 working on my credit, and I probably got like a 620 or some shit right now. So it's like
Still better than a lot of people when you look at it.
it's not for what I paid. Like I supposed.
No,
to
well,
be
yeah,
at-
I used to, yeah,
I'm
it's supposed to be
been
in
at
700s.
750, 800.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I
but,
definitely regret that because
but you didn't know better. How old? Like, so,
shit, that was a couple years ago.
okay. But still, you're still younger.
Ain't nobody taught us credit. We learned on the fly.
Right.
Yeah, swear to God.
We all from the hood. Like, we didn't, that wasn't a class being taught, like, oh, okay, this is what you got to do. This is what you shouldn't and shouldn't do. So, extend yourself some grace in that area. But you know better now, and you're doing better.
Yeah.
And it ain't even like you in a messed up position. You're very well positioned. So,
Yeah.
I'm still proud of you. But you still got to answer another question.
Oh yeah, I'm answering up.
Okay,
Yeah.
Back to back, is there someone in this world that you wish you could apologize to? It's a yes or no question first. That's a part 1 to it. So yes or no?
Like that's alive.
Alive or dead?
Like going back to my granny, like I just still wanna like for
Okay.
not being there as much as I should have, and
But wait.
doing that.
So yes, it is.
Yes.
So with the yes to that, I want you to give that apology now.
You trying to make a nigga cry, nigga, bitch. Oh man.
I just want y'all to release this episode. So
Damn, listen. I would just want to say, Granny, I'm sorry. I feel like I abandoned you and the time you probably needed me the most because I wasn't really strong enough to deal with what was going on, and like that shit. I know you was down, but that shit was killing me too. And I just wasn't strong enough to deal with it. So I kind of damn near ran like a coward because I couldn't face you leaving me or face like seeing you like that. So I'm sorry.
That was good. Sorry. It's okay. All right, Pat.
Oh, I got the same question.
Yeah, you do. So yes or no, and then give the apology. I'm assuming it's a yes.
Yeah, it is. It is a yes.
Okay.
You know, I would say it is to my I guess I will say it would be to my little brother. You know. I would say like I'm sorry for not like making sure that we spent more time together. You know, and the times that he wanted to just do like, you know, impromptu Eastside barbecues at random parks. You know, after work, you know, which I, you know, kind of was just like, man, come on, we gotta, you know, plan it, you know. And he was just like, hey, let's go do this. Like he was very like impromptu. Like I wish I would have spent more time with him. Like I do. Let's say I'm sorry to not being like more available to him, and you know, leaving him to have certain experiences with other people that he kind of wanted to have with me, but I kind of like, I'm not really a spur of the moment person, and that's kind of like exactly how he is, and I feel like I lost a lot of just like time and events and stuff, just not just saying fuck it, let's do it, and you know, the fact that we never like went on a trip together kind of always will bother me. So I guess I will say sorry that I didn't make more time to just be like brothers and be friends, you know.
Sorry. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm doing more crying than y'all.
Out of my eyes, I just see some crazy things. Just
Okay.
got a couple hoes working on the chains.
Whatever helps y'all, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Good question.
Some Kanye on the way home.
Man.
Okay, let me see if I can find next question.
She can't wait. We're gonna have a list for her next.
Yeah, we on your ass next week, baby.
Listen. Let me wipe my face. All right, cool. All right, next question. I'll wipe my face in a second.
We got motherfucking Lisa Renfree, Vanzant in this bitch.
David, hey, the name of this episode gonna be "Let It Out, Loved One." OGC,
Man.
Dang, y'all. Okay, so.
What was she listening to when she was writing these questions?
Run away, love.
I don't know what I was stop. Let me wipe my face. I can't with y'all.
Man.
Okay. I'm crying more than y'all, dude. All right. Okay, cool. Get it together. All right, listen. So this question is to both of y'all. Now we going into the both of y'all questions. Whoever take the lead, it doesn't matter. What's the one thing that about you that most people misunderstand? Like if you have like people say, "Oh, you always do this," and like a couple people saying like, "That ain't even me though. You just don't understand that part of me." Or like, what is something about you that people always misunderstand that frustrates you so much, or that you just have to shut up about because you know it's gonna be an argument because no one is gonna understand?
I think for me, the biggest thing is, I have very unpopular opinions. And I think a lot of times when people have a different opinion than you, see, I can have a different opinion and still have the conversation. But a lot of times people get put off by your opinion, my opinion, and they kind of just, I want to say purposely, or like their response to it is not responding to my opinion. It's like they changing like the frame of it. Yeah, and it's like it's hard. Then I get kind of like irritated because like I'm not even saying that. You changing the whole thing and whatnot. Like and I think that's when I be like, you know what, you got it.
All right.
Because I can't go back and forth with that. But if you ask a lot of people, they be like, oh yeah, he's sarcastic or this is this. But I just don't like. I'm not gonna let a false narrative about me just be spoken. And it was like that since I was a kid. So if I'm 10, 12, my auntie or something say, you did this, and I know I didn't do it, I'm going to say, no, I didn't.
All right.
Because a part of me, it's not about me being sarcastic. I just can't let a lie just sit out there on me just because I'm a kid. So I think a lot of that times people call me sarcastic because they wasn't used to like somebody just standing up for themselves and just having a difference of opinion. So a lot of times I just be like, you know what? You got it. I ain't even going to worry about it.
What about you?
It's kind of the same shit as Pat, for real.
You know, yeah.
And another one I can say is probably like my sense of humor, like.
Yeah, you do got an irritating
I'm
sense.
dark.
Both of y'all do.
That is nothing. I'm dark. I had the darkest. Yeah.
I could be telling y'all something so serious and sad, and y'all just gonna be sitting there like, dang. Like, I remember that one episode, you like, I'm like, what? You just like, I'm like, say something else other than, so it's
Man, because it's like I'm very compassionate. Like, I feel for other people and, like, empathetic, but it's like, certain shit just funny. And
some stuff is funny.
It don't mean I don't care or it's not, like, coming from a dark place. It just...
Y'all be in a dark place.
My shit, it just hit different. Like, what was funny to me is funny to me.
And some people just can't perform like these tradition. I can't perform. Like, it's not a funeral that I went to that wasn't something funny.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
if you laugh at a funeral, you almost look crazy.
Yeah.
And admit, but some stuff
really just laughing for.
Some stuff just be funny.
Yeah, like that's part of my grieving. Like,
Yeah.
I could be in a diehard like argument, like my mama, my daddy, shit, my wife, and I'm just sitting there like. Like,
I don't laugh when I'm arguing. I get so mad.
Like, ain't shit funny. Like, but like, I used to get in trouble. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me what's funny? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're supposed to be in a serious moment and you sitting there laughing.
But if I'm laughing, obviously it's funny though.
And
that's the
serious
thing.
moments be the
Like,
funniest.
That's true. I think
it's
that's true.
Especially in an argument, like somebody just looking through your soul, so fucking seriously.
Yeah, and they just like, wow, and you like, wow, you really pushing the line, and it ain't even that deep for real.
Stop. I'm moving on to the next
I was
question.
at the gas station the whole time. You over there?
All right, another question I want y'all to be honest about. Is there anything that keeps you up at night?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a good big brother, but I feel like I could be like a more involved and like after big brother. I feel like I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I feel like sometimes when shit go wrong with my siblings or I just feel like damn, I could have been more involved or been there more to like kind of guide them and steer them to certain situations or just like I'm not perfect, but I did set a good example to where you could
Follow.
Yeah, not even follow, just know like certain shit not to do. Like you know, like I didn't go through that shit. I did shit that y'all know about, shit y'all don't know about, but I just tried to show y'all like, just go to work, bro. You ain't gotta be out here doing that shit because you ain't gotta get caught. A motherfucking telling you and everything
Especially now.
Everything is gone because a motherfucker told on you.
Right.
It only take one person.
Yeah, so I just kind of be feeling like, damn, that I like let my siblings down, moving off so early or starting a family and being then once you're in your family, you kind of taken away. So I just be feeling like I could be there more for my siblings and shit. Even like my mom and shit like that. Like, I just feel like I could be there more. Like, I talk to my daddy and shit like that. But I mean, I talk to my mama too, but it's like, you know, it's different between your daddy and your mama. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, mama might need you.
Well, I don't know nothing about having a daddy, but I can only assume it's a difference. Right?
Yeah, so I just feel like I could be there more, and that kind of fuck with me at times. Like, damn, when last time you see your mama, last time you see your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see my parents probably twice a month, and it shouldn't be that, but
Right.
it's more different. Like with my job now, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you see your parents more like summertime and shit like that, but I need at least like start getting up with my parents at least twice a month, man. Go out to eat, get a drink, talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
outside of just talking on the phone, you know, more
Yeah.
in person, and you know, just coming together and
Yeah.
making more life experiences with my parents, because they only getting older, we getting older, so you just don't feel like you run out of time and
Right.
have those regrets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm mama right now.
No, mama. Oh, mama. You got to answer You got to answer. Kind of like almost like we live.
Mama, I love you.
Oh,
Mom, I love you. P.O.P. on the down.
what?
You got to be on the internet. Like, this is the thing. You got to.
I'm not in there.
Yeah, I can't call mama mid episode.
Why you can't call your mama mid-episode? Because if somebody call Pepper, I'm going to make him answer.
I ain't drunk, girl. Lisa got me over here crying and shit. I ain't drunk. We going deep.
Yeah, she got us doing the most.
What's going on?
Hey.
No, we good.
Don't be over there making my son cry. All y'all gotta
Too late. Too late.
I got you on the mic, so you about to be on the episode.
Hey, what it do? It's Mom on the motherfucking mic.
What's going on?
Did you say happy birthday to my baby?
Oh, it's 2:00. Damn, it's my baby. Happy birthday, Sky. I love you, baby. I didn't know what time it was.
Birthday, Sky, on the podcast.
Yeah, she sleep
Happy
though.
birthday, Sky.
Happy birthday, Sky.
Yeah.
You gotta go wake her up.
Sky,
Go wake her up.
Can't wait kids so they don't go back to sleep.
Right.
I might call you when we get done.
Okay.
All right.
She said I was called to talk to my granddaughter.
Right. What do you call
I
it?
say, mama senses going out, them grandma senses.
I would say like even with, like I would like piggyback on that like I said like with my parents, but when I do have those conversations, like my dad put up on me like last week, and you know it felt good to have that conversation. Even with my siblings, sometimes I feel like as like a big brother, as a little brother, like I feel like I should be more vocal and like making sure they on like a right path, like almost be like a little kicking ass, but like with love. Because your mama get a little exhausted with trying to help out, so you kind of get a little agitated sometimes at your mama being exhausted, and you don't want to piss nobody off, but it's almost just like what keep me up at night is just like feeling like I went to sleep and I didn't like check off a box. Like I didn't like talk to this person that I plan to talk to. Like my sister called me every day. So
She call you or you call her?
She called me.
Okay.
Like every day she get off work, she called me. So if I miss a call because I'm working and I couldn't talk to her, like that's another thing that's like, dang, I didn't talk to her yesterday. And it's just kind of like I'm trying to get just more open just with like relationships. That's why like me and my wife, like we kind of both be in the same boat. That's why it's kind of like it work out both for us.
Right.
Because we have a lot of similar like dispositions with our families and like opening ourselves up and our home up. That's why we doing like hella renovations right now, because we want to like just host a lot of shit next year.
Yeah.
Like just have like, oh, bring the kids, we about to play spades, or
Yeah.
we just because in this generation, only person I know that's doing that for real is Moon and Star. Well,
They don't ever invite me.
They like,
You been
well,
you went MIA.
well, you ain't MIA now, but
MIA,
they the only ones I know to be like, shit, it's Thursday. It's a game night. We about to do, and I think that's what I grew up around a lot. And I think that's how cousins talk to cousins.
Yeah.
That's how you socialize your kids. And I think that's a big part for me and my wife. Like, in our family, there's nobody that's doing that.
Yeah, mine either.
But we are always like the hub for what people want to bring their kids. So it's almost like, don't just bring your kids. Come over. We'll play spades. We'll have a couple drinks. The kids playing. And shoot, we can like let's make this a thing, And I think that's what keep me up at night is waking up and losing time with family. And I'm not talking about just my parents. Like I be thinking about like my great aunts that's still alive. I'd be like, I gotta go pull up on them. Like, I gotta go talk to them. Like I gotta go have a conversation. Like that's another. It bothers me because, I learned about my parents a lot after my brother died. Just as individuals, I don't want to know you as a parent. Who were you before you thought about a kid?
Yeah.
Those stories are like fascinating to me.
Yeah. If they share.
I need to get into.
Oh no, my mom, and my parents are open books.
Really?
Like, my mom will tell you like, this is what I would like. And
see, I wish my mom was like that.
And I appreciate that because most moms are not like that. Like she would
my
tell
mom
you
is-
like, hell, if I couldn't have had no kids, this is what I would have been doing. Like, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. But I appreciate just learning about her just as an individual. I don't want to learn her as a mom. I don't want to learn my dad's dad. Like, how were you when you was 13?
Yeah, see, I know about my mom being like bad and doing stuff, but like I know it's so much trauma and so much hurt there, and I just wish that she felt comfortable or safe enough to share those what she's been through with me before becoming a mother or even while a mother, but as an adult period or a child. That way I could just I think give her that hug that.
And those things help you like that helped me to be like, my parents was young as hell when they had me.
Yeah.
They didn't know shit.
18,
My parents had 4 kids. My dad was 20. My dad was 22. My mom was 20. 4 kids. They didn't know shit.
Yeah, I think my mom started when she was 19.
When I think about it, and I had these conversations with them, and I think about my childhood, it erased a lot of that shit where you feel like, oh my God, when I was 6 and you told me to take my ass upstairs. Nigga, they was like 24, 23.
Hey,
Like,
they got better.
it's like you understand a lot more when you realize like they was young, just trying to figure it out. I appreciate them even just trying to figure it out for so long. So I think what keep me up at night is like, sometimes I go to sleep and realize I didn't even try to figure nothing out today. I just went to sleep. Like, it bothers me when I don't learn something today. Like, if I go to sleep and I don't learn something, I'd be like, because my kids every day when I get home learn how was work. Every day. So
You want them to ask you different questions.
it's not that I want them to ask me different questions. I just feel like I need to be more colorful in my response at least.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't want to feel like that's not good enough for me. I just want to be a little bit more descriptive about my day with them so they can feel like they're not asking it in vain.
Okay.
Because I don't remember ever asking my parents how was their day growing up.
I was scared when my mama came in the house. I'm just like,
My
let me
mama
make
came
sure
in the house like,
clean.
doom.
Yeah, I was
this
just
motherfucking kitchen dirty.
And that's why I said I made sure I had the house clean. I'm like, my brothers and sister lazy asses ain't gonna clean up. So let me get in here and clean up for mama so she
See,
can
my
come out
sister
to
was
clean
the
house.
only girl, and she ran the house like mama when she wasn't there. So she like, it's your daddy do the dishes. Like, you supposed to
your
the chat.
sister.
Like,
Yeah,
so
that's
she
all
kind of
right.
was like on that. But my mama definitely came home was like, I know this motherfucking kitchen ain't dirty.
Before we get too far off that one part, Pat, I just want to say like, we are our parents now. Like, we in the 30s, so we are really the ones that's holding the family together. Like, come through type shit. So we gotta get more involved in doing that because you think about our parents is doing more of that shit at our age. Like,
Yeah.
come on, y'all, come over.
Because my mama was that one that.
Yeah, my mom was.
My
too.
mama is the one that everybody call, everybody come over. When people need somewhere to go all through life, they come into my mama. Like, my mama is still the one that's like, hey, do. Like, she's still, so I feel like in my generation, it's like, I be pushing back against it, but I know, like, I'm that person to like be that for my generation.
Yeah.
But it's kind of annoying because it's
Yeah.
like, damn, I ain't want to be the one to be like hosting it. Like somebody.
But you got to be that bigger person.
Somebody stopping up your toilet. You like,
man.
what kid?
I had a
look,
party and
what
that
kid is
happened.
in the bathroom throwing soap?
Blue.
Somebody
Snake my
6-year-old. Somebody 6-year-old throwing soap down the toilet. Like,
No.
but like somebody in this generation, because my mom, you know, my uncle on my auntie's uncle. My auntie's husband. Like my Uncle Daniel, he was really good about just getting the boys. So he was real good about that. He'd be like, hey, what y'all... Oh, I get all the boys. Come on.
Yeah.
So like, I want to do that because like my brother passed away. I jumped in that so early and I was like still grieving and processing it.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, I was so exhausted and people was over my house and I was just like exhausted. Then we went right into the pandemic. Like that shit was so rough, working 6 days a week, 12 hours, pandemic. And then, so like for me, now I'm still having like pandemic withdrawals where like some days I be at work like, shit, ain't gonna get no work done today. Like, they got the wrong one today. But so a lot of stuff keep me up at night, but I am trying to work through it so I can, you know, be that person in my generation to be like, hey, come on, you know, because I do appreciate, you know, like when Moon, you know, does that. Because I ain't gonna lie, you know, when you start saying, let's go to the gym, that pulled me out of something like I was going through with my brother, right? And he was like, you got your gym membership? I'm like, I'm going to get it. And I was like, all right, I'm thinking I bought myself some time. This nigga texted me about a week. I know you got that membership.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, all right. He's like, all right, let's go next week. I'm like, damn, I got to get it, man. Go ahead. But that kind of forced me out because I'm a person that would shut it off. But like that's why like I appreciate Moon because like when you say do you get exhausted and be in motivation, I think to me that's like one of the things that's his purpose. Like even if he don't notice it, like this nigga helped me pulled me out of that. Like I was going through some shit and I was just like, let's go to the gym. It got to the point we both was addicted to the gym.
6 days a week.
Like we were just like,
I wish I was in there with
appreciate
y'all.
you too, bro.
I look out of nowhere, just like addicted. And I'm just like, wow, I really just grew a love for the gym.
Yeah.
And I never even thought that was going to be like that. So that's why I will always appreciate that because that came at a time where he didn't even know what I was going through. It was just like out the blue, just like, hey, let's get this membership.
Right.
Our birthday's coming up. Like this.
We back on
I be telling that bro, just like this. I be telling that bro, just like this baddie season. You
Yeah, hey, and bro, done start. Y'all niggas fucked up our gym routine, bro. We was in that bitch 6 days a
Blame
week.
them. Don't blame them.
said his baddie. And look, and Boom had the dang on remedy. He said, y'all go first. Then y'all come home.
Yeah, let us know. So they threw our shit off and they didn't go like that.
The
He's
bluff.
so
That is
dang
hilarious.
Got that, yeah.
Go first. I can see him saying something like that.
Cause first off, it's hard.
It's hard to get into that mode. It was. We got into
Yeah.
the
So
mode.
once you locked into when you going 6 days a week, bro, don't fuck my shit up.
Yeah.
And now we've been 6 days for the year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? We going 6 days, from 6 days a week to 6 days a year. Like we gotta lock back in, bro.
They
Like,
playing that on y'all.
yeah,
They got
like
down
get these
there.
niggas back fat. Fuck
Right.
they on. You know what I'm saying?
What you cooking?
Man,
My next question was when the last time y'all cried, but we all just cried.
I about to say shit. When I cry, you cry.
My last time I cried before this, you know what? The last pod, right? At the concert, I did cry.
Oh.
Because like Sanford, when I found that his album, it came out in 2018, right? My brother died in 2019. The day that my brother like texted us and said, I got pancreatitis again. And I'm like, I called off that day because I was having a rough day. So I'm like, I need a day off work. So I called off and I was just about to like Uber for the day. Like, let me make at least $60. I feel like I get paid from work. I made $60.
You good?
Cool.
Good.
He texts pancreatitis again. I just look at my phone like, dang, man, why he keep doing this, man? Well, you got to take care of yourself, right? So I'm texting like, my mom and my sister texting like, where you at? What hospital? No response. That same day is when everything just unfolded. And I found Sanford album when he went to DMC. He got transported there from Wayne, Michigan. And like the next day, we got a call in the middle of the night that same Friday, like, oh, he coded. My mom was waiting in the DMC parking garage that whole night. She didn't even leave because they said they gotta wait till people can come because they gotta find them a bed, whatever. But I was listening to this Sanford album called The Process. I found it because when I find music, I share it with them. Like we just share music, and I'm just listening to the album. Like, damn, this album is good. But while here in the hospital, I'm walking around DMC, literally the whole campus, for 2 days, just listening to this album, listening. And like this album, like kind of helped me just like get through it.
Yeah.
Just helped me just process. Like even when the news wasn't good, we was like in purgatory. We don't know what's going on. I'm still listening to this album. So by the time Monday come around, where they shocked him, did the electric shock, and like the last attempt to, bring him back. By the time my mama came down the elevator in DMC and said he's gone, I was so numb. And I was listening to this album, and I think I left that day and I drove, and I think I was on 7 Mile and Gratiot, and my cousin Brittany called me, and she was just like, "I am so sorry." This is the first and only breakdown that I had. Like I just started yelling on the phone, hitting the steering wheel, listening to the album, same album, just still listen to it. I'm like, like I'm hitting the steering wheel. I'm damn there like. Just going 7 Mile and Gratiot. That ain't the right place to do nothing in the traffic. You know what I mean? Like I'm going through it. Like
but...
I'm hitting the steering wheel. I'm yelling. She just like heard it. She's just like, "I am so sorry." And then like when I heard that, so Sanford just dropped the album. He dropped the album in 2018. He dropped a new album in 2023. He just announced a tour, and Ambrosia like she bought me the tickets to the tour. And I'm like, damn. Like, I was just so thankful because I was trying to figure out a way low-key to take a turnaround trip to New York. Because it's like, that's the closest way. I got to see him in person. And then he did a pop-up show in Detroit in Royal Oak. And we went. And, like, he played, like, some of the songs from the 2018 album. So I was in that mud, like...
You know it.
I was in that mud just crying.
Yeah. I'm
Just
doing
crying.
that walk around
Like,
the campus.
it's like the same songs. It's like, that shit. That
Brought back
concert was, like,
memories.
one of the best concerts. Like, and then, we came here and we potted. But that was the last time I cried. Because that, like, really, like... I feel like I needed that. And I really appreciated her for, like...
Doing it.
Noticing that and, like... getting those tickets and like really just like, okay, I did this for you.
So we got a sound effect for Ambrosia. So when she
applause or something.
Yeah,
So
something.
we're gonna do a.
Yeah.
Cause I was really like I was.
There you go,
really,
wife. Come through for me.
Look, I was really thankful. Like that's one of those times where it's like you understand. I didn't have to tell you.
Right.
Like when you have
And
one.
that's
of
why
those
you
times,
married her.
Yeah, that's one of those things that reinforce everything. You're like, you know what? I'm thankful as hell. But like I did cry.
I wish I had.
Had went to the
somebody
grocery store that night, baby. You hear me?
We came here drunk. And look, we came here drunk and drunk some more. Like,
just what he said is what happened.
What happened to that boy?
Out of here for 2 weeks straight. But yeah, that was the
Stop
last.
making me cry. I shouldn't even be crying.
That was the last time I cried. But me, I'm a crier anyway.
I am too.
I don't really.
You seem like a crier.
No, I cry. My wife she probably be like, yeah. If you ask her, like, I cry. Like, I'll be watching the movie. We watch a movie together. She cry more than me. I just look over her. She'll just stop me from crying. She'd be like, I look over to her. She'd be like,
We know you don't be
look,
crying.
her nose. Look, her nose red. Look, we watching the movie. I know where I'm like, her nose red. She get quiet. I just look over. She's like,
just sniffing and shit. Hey, did y'all see that one movie? It's called like If I Stay. Well, like it was an accident and like her mom and her daddy died, and then like her little brother died and she was like in a coma, and like her boyfriend wanted her to stay, and it was like, bro, y'all gonna cry, y'all.
I ain't watching it.
That's like this movie.
No, watch it. Please
That's like this movie
No,
called.
I've been
It's
watching
like this movie called All the Bright Places with the dude that playing Pokemon, the little light skinned mixed dude.
Yeah.
Like he played like the main character in that. Like that's one of the movies where it's like,
Shut up.
damn. But yeah, I do. I think one of those things like that's one thing I appreciate because don't take my like. I be telling her sometimes she cry when I'm crying and she be looking at me. I'm like, I think the first time I'm like, don't take this for no weakness. Like I had to remind her like,
Yeah, because we some motherfucking G's, nigga. Don't play with us, motherfucker. So you gotta cry
They
sometimes.
say find a cousin. I'll swear with him. I swear.
I swear to God, I'll beat his ass.
Oh God.
Hey, so speaking of crying, like y'all ever fake cry to get y'all partner back?
What had happened was, I'm not big on hurting guys' feelings. Like so if I'm arguing with somebody, no, listen. So if I'm arguing with somebody and I know that they're like if they could be calling me every name in a book and I'm just sitting there like there's so much I can say, but I'm not gonna say it.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
That's how I am. I'm very protective.
I said I met a Pisces.
Look,
No.
I'm very protective over the stuff I say in the heated moments.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff that I won't say because it took me. I don't try to win arguments today.
Right. Yeah.
Fake crying. I don't think I have a fake cry, but I can cry for real fast. So
Listen.
that might come off as fake.
I had something like, so I just be sitting there like, 'cause I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I know it's so much I can say, like, while you going on, and I'm damn sure not gonna bring up something that you told me, that you trusted to tell me at that moment. I hate them people that do that.
Time out, bro. You had this for like an hour. Let's go.
God.
Let's go.
Listen.
She checking that like that.
I gotta go home after this, so it's like, what the point is? But okay, home.
There you go.
So yeah,
What time the bar closed by my house? Go cut this part.
So yeah, I be holding it in. I don't say anything. I'm like, so much I can say, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna hurt your feelings, little boy. But if it's somebody like, dang, I know what I did to you in the back of my head or whatever, I know why you hurt and it is my fault, then I like fake cry like I'm sorry. Like, like
Look, man, can I ask you something though? Like, don't you hate like when you like hold back and you fake cry and they just kind of beat their chest like
I got this nigga crying.
yeah, it's like you don't know what you know what?
Bitch, I was faking like motherfucker.
I could like, I not necessarily fake crying to get my partner back, but because I don't think I really necessarily did that. What I have done is fake cry, like, and I think I mentioned this on a podcast before. I have fake cried as if I was hurt that you did something. Like if I just found out like my partner cheated on me or something like that, and I fake cry and I just be like, dang, I'm glad, to know that because this whole time I was losing sleep at night because I was banging old boy lights out while, you were at home waiting on me. So it's good to know that you was doing this. So it's like, that's what I...
Yeah, I never fake cried.
I did.
I never fake cried. I cried. I never fake cried.
I gotta hear about this.
I got like 3 Oscars, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bad motherfucker.
He said the Oscar goes to
Right. Fake cry award.
Man, so like the most infamous one, man.
Please tell
I
us.
cheated on my girl. I ain't gonna say his name.
Oh,
But
a guy told on you?
yes. So
He like bumped it.
but anyway, so she got me too. I couldn't get off this shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck I would do, right? Yeah, we went through some shit. That's my
Okay.
ain't nobody gonna fuck with her. That's
Okay.
my baby still,
Okay.
man. But that was, we was young.
Yeah.
He said that's just one of them ones.
Yeah. But so like she got me like the last and ran out. I ain't run out. I'm a good liar. I'm a professional. But she just had me, and I was like, I damn was ready to tell the truth. Like, if I tell the truth, we ain't been together that long, I'm gonna lose it. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm about to cry on her ass.
Right in your head.
So like,
when a real tear drop, is this still considered a fake cry? What's considered a fake cry?
oh, the tears coming. I'm
So that's
telling you,
not
But
a
it's
fake
still
cry.
fake because the intention
Hey.
behind this, I set this up.
nigga ugly and everything. You hear me? Yeah, but
I'm an
listen,
ugly crier.
You got
Not enough.
So I forgot how to play, but I'm crying like a motherfucker. This motherfucker to beat me up and shit. So I take off running. Boom. Listen, I'm in shape, bro. I'm running an hour straight on the treadmill. I'm doing like 500 push-ups a day. Fucking shit. I'm in shape. I take off running. Boom. Hit Mac. Boom.
Nigga running on Mac.
Bro, I ran like a fucking mile. And then like I didn't want like my mama known to be like, you feel me? But they're like, what the fuck you running for? You got a lot of breath and shit. I'm like, man, she crazy.
Instead of saying what you did wrong. Oh my
She
goodness.
crazy. Keep telling her, you feel me? So they go back to the house and shit. So they all 3 of them come back, get in the car, leave, kiss, make up, do the nasty. You know what I'm saying? But
You get to lay it down that night, huh?
lay it down, oh, lay it down.
This one's for you.
But yeah, that's one time I cried. I cried a couple times, like couple different situations with different situations, but
Fake crying though.
If you love them, you gotta cry, bro. Cause you don't cry, they fuck around and leave for real.
And then your ass really gonna be crying.
And then you gonna be crying for real.
I hate guys who try to be too tough. Like, I love a man that cry. Like, if you can show me that you cry,
No, but
like,
crying do backfire sometimes.
no, why?
I ain't gonna say it backfire. They don't say it, but they say it with the energy a little bit.
I had your ass crying.
Well, I do take. I love for a man cry, but don't overdo it. Like, you, since you know I love you crying, don't do it. Cause I had one guy who
He can't snot.
no. What I mean by overdo it, like every time I turn around, he was crying. I'm like, damn, like just stop. Like,
ass up, nigga.
yeah, just like what you crying for this time?
She
Like,
flinched it like nigga.
but no, y'all listen. So I gotta ask y'all this, even if I don't get to the other questions.
You can do all that. Let's go.
Listen. Damn, where's my question at?
She was
Oh.
questions.
Who? Yeah, you see my question.
Shit is crazy.
Who has hurt y'all the most in your life?
Right.
That just put a damper on, like, damn, like you broke my heart. Like, not even my heart, like you impacted my soul. Like, anybody that just hurt y'all so
I
bad.
ain't got no hurt like that. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, that's good.
Hurt that strong? Nah, I haven't.
I was like,
Really?
I wasn't like a herder, but I was more like, I was young. I cheat. You feel me?
But no one has hurt you to the point where you're like, damn, that really fucked me up.
I ain't gonna say it fucked me up, but it was like a situation to where like motherfucker fucked up trying to get back, and then it's like strangle the motherfucker along, thinking it's gonna be some get back, and they don't want no get back.
But did it hurt you?
Yeah, cause it's
Okay.
like you strangle a motherfucker along, and I
Right.
coulda, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna.
No, we talking about it hurting you. Dang.
It did. It did.
Okay, all right.
It did for sure, but we ain't gonna.
She said, use the word hurt, please.
Right, damn.
It hurt me. It hurt me bad.
Hurt me. Hurt.
I was hurt a couple times cause
I don't.
like I got shit when I mean everybody know this shit. I fucked up, cheated, you know what I'm saying, and then I lost my wife. This is 10 years ago, so now y'all motherfucking business, but it's open. But you know I fucked up, and like the lie was a good lie. Even though a motherfucker told me it kind of worked for like. We might have clipped this shit, but it worked for a while, and so I was just tired of like, oh yeah, we gotta cut this shit. But I was just tired of like living a lie, and just kept asking. So I finally told the truth,
Yeah.
which was like 2 years later. Then motherfuckers broke up, and like it's over. That shit hurt me because I'm like, damn, bro, this shit happened 2 years ago. We've been good all this time, but you just
But
kept
you should have came out
nagging.
sooner with the truth, and I don't think it needs to be clear. I don't know what's up to you, but
Yeah, so I could have came out cleaner.
sooner.
Yeah, sooner. And,
But you just kind of like it's one of those things where you just kind of be like scared a little bit. It's like damn, like
you ready to lose it all, like you know what I'm saying? So
and I think that's why like for me like integrity is like one of my main things. Like nowadays I don't compromise my integrity for nothing because I would say last time I was hurt. I think the only time I'm hurt for real, no lie, is probably like if I'm really like spilling my feelings or saying something like and like it's not received how I'm giving it. It's almost like being dismissed because as a man, like being dismissed, it's almost like you don't really have too many outlets to react to being dismissed. You know, as a man, like you can be rage. You know what I mean? Like you can be rage. You do some little crazy shit, but that's not gonna do nothing but flip the tables, and now you have to kind of like make things whole because of your reaction. So I think the hurtful things to me is like knowing that I would never try to like create a situation like that where my wife is like put in a position where you know she's scared or blah blah blah, but sometimes I feel like when they know that you will never put them in that situation, they kind of be a little bit more. When they say things, it's almost like I could be a little more emboldened because I know you're gonna be a little bit more careful. And I think sometimes it hurt because that is, it feel like I'm handcuffed. in that in those exchanges, because it's like I'm not gonna do no nigga shit to where, you know, I'm breaking the wall at this point, or I put my hands on, you know what I mean? I'm not about to do nothing stupid like that. But it seems like when you don't when you don't do no nigga shit, and now the response is like you trying to provoke some nigga shit because you know it's not coming. I think that's the part where it's like it get a little hurtful, because like, you know, I'm about to do shit in this situation. I want to talk through it, but you saying things that will provoke a different response, but you know you're not gonna get it. Sometimes it's like, let's have a real conversation, because that stuff don't apply to me. I think that kind of like stuff be hurtful sometimes. It's like, don't put me in that position, because I'm never gonna choose the position that will flip it and make you the victim. But I'm also not about to overly like whoop about, you know. Yeah, I can't. You know what I mean? You feel handcuffed. It's like, I ain't about to be.
Man, so what's like the craziest shit you ever did? Like, you ever like thought some shit was going on and was like, I'm pulling up. Like, I remember one time, this is like our first or second year together and shit. We get into it. I dip. I come back, she gone. So I'm waiting. I'm like, damn, what the fuck this motherfucker at? You feel me? It's about 2 o'clock. Calling, no answer. Went to her mama house, nobody there. I ain't see her car.
Nigga panicking.
I'm like, what the fuck going on? So, I'm like, fuck, I'm about to cry. This motherfucker got me back. You know what I'm saying? I fucked all that shit that got me back, bro. So,
And now she on some bullshit.
my car's look like, bro, man, like,
You can say, get the
I'm outside stalking her shit, bro. I'm about to come over your house. It's about 2, 3 o'clock.
Waking that man up out his sleep.
That's my dog. You better answer that bitch on ass whenever you call. You hear me? So, I said about 2 hours. I'm like, I'm going home, bro. Fuck, I'm not seriously back home. I go home. She want to remind you, we stay on 16 and Shane. So I didn't took 2 trips home. You feel me? Like, this motherfucker stay home.
Yo, this nigga wasting gas.
Man, what? Hey, listen, nigga, I'm on the corner. Her mama said, 34th house off the corner. I'm on this corner like 3 houses down. Nigga to the sun came up. He hit me waiting. I say, what the fuck? I beat this nigga ass. Let it jump out the car. You hear me? I'm worried. I don't even drink coffee, nigga. I'm off coffee. You hear me? Coffee and Henny, nigga. I'm like, dog, she pull over the nigga. I'm fucking that nigga up. I swear to God.
Had you shaking in your boots?
Nah, I wasn't shaking.
So
Nigga heart might have been beat like a motherfucker. Yeah. Well, Black Young said, who gonna shake some? Who gonna shake some? But that was just like fun. That was like the craziest thing I did. Like, that's when, you know, you and super in love when you staking out on a motherfucker. Like, you feel me? Like,
the craziest thing. I don't think I did nothing super duper crazy.
hey.
But I ain't do nothing super duper crazy. Nah.
I don't sound like it. You gotta convince yourself to me.
No, because I ain't do nothing super duper crazy. Like,
So what about just crazy? Like regular crazy?
I mean, that shit's so vanilla. That's not even crazy.
Was it like Neapolitan or just straight vanilla?
Oh my
Yeah, it was
God.
more vanilla. Yeah, I was like 20, 22. Like she getting off work.
How old you was?
Like 21, 22.
Oh, you definitely love whooping at 22.
No, because we was already living together for a minute. We already had a kid, so it was almost like she got off work and she went with her coworkers to like, they would go get a tattoo and go out to eat. But it's not like something she had planned. It's almost like, I'm expecting you to get off work because I'm at home with the kid. And it's like, damn, where you at? It's like, oh, we just do. And I'm like, that's random. You know what I mean? Like, we stayed in like in a 2-family flat at the time upstairs. So it's like, damn, hour went past. I'm like, I'm not a person. I'm not about to over text. I text you one time.
That's enough.
Yeah, but I'm also about to be waiting for you to return. You know what I mean? So I was like,
I will wait for you.
And look, I was on the
Always with
outside.
the song.
And look, I was on the outside porch on the second floor till she pulled up. I think I had like, look, that's before I used to drink for real. So, like,
Pal felt like, I'm looking for.
yeah, I had
a flashlight.
Let me tell you, I had like,
Okay.
I had like a pint of like, I had like a pint of like Jameson. and like
Damn.
some red apple ale, like some.
Oh, I remember the Apple L's.
Yeah,
bro.
nigga, I was I was like, nigga, I was drunk.
Yeah, that was like 22. I remember
I'm like,
L's,
damn,
yeah.
she really ain't coming home. Like, this
You
is
gotta
some
convince
bullshit. The
yourself.
kid, you know, the oldest
kid.
really had one at a time. Like he sleep, he done ate dinner. I'm like, what the fuck?
Look at your mom at.
And she pop, then she pop up like probably about. Let's say she got to get off work at 5. She probably popped up at like 8:30. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm already drunk.
Going on
now,
3
too.
hours. Hell yeah,
She got a
motherfucker.
damn tattoo. Her coworker. She got a tattoo with Tyler name, with the kid name.
Oh, well, she's good.
No, ain't she? Ain't
That took 15 minutes. Fuck
Nigga,
you was
she
doing
brought-
the other
She brought
245.
some. You know how they want the piece of poppers, and she come back to us and you can have them slices. Nigga, I don't want no leftover. You ain't like let me go bring him his own little 4 square. You
Personal piece.
trying to bring me? So,
So I want them leftovers.
and I think that's the closest thing. I think that's the closest thing.
Well,
Yeah, it's
mine's
just
just
like-
crazy, damn.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, because we've been in the hot seat the whole time. So
Y'all still got a whole episode
How that be
to
on
get
Water
me
Now?
back.
How crazy was it?
you said the whole episode to get you back.
Right, y'all still got an episode to get me back. Next or whenever.
We had jumped the shit out you. You don't want to. You
Oh
had
yeah,
that
we
shit out.
definitely got to
Y'all
do
are-
this one,
We had
like-
jumped your ass for 2 hours in this bitch.
And I got it. So let me have it. The craziest thing that I ain't gonna say it's crazy. I think I was well justified.
That means
Like,
crazy.
no, listen. So I don't play when it comes to my kids like most people. So I'm really mama bear, especially by me doing this shit myself. Like, don't play when it comes to my kids, especially if I let you into our environment. So I was dating this one guy. He was going through some stuff with his place, got put out. And he needed somewhere to put his stuff. So I let him put his stuff in my basement and in my garage. So he came over one day to get his stuff. I didn't want to be with him no more. I didn't want to date him, I should say. I didn't want to date him anymore. And I was just like, I'm over it. Like, you go your way, I go my way. But I'll let you keep your stuff here because I don't want you paying for a storage if you're trying to get a place. You get what I'm saying? That's how nice I was. But
Stop saving niggas.
I know.
He don't want to be safe.
Listen.
Don't save them.
So I'm like, just get whatever you came over here to get out of the little storage area or whatever in my house and just be about your way. So he got to talking about us. And I'm like, no, it ain't no us. Like, just go on. So he started yelling in my house. Mind you, my kids is there. So he yelling in my basement.
Nigga yelling and trying to get stuff out his free storage.
Right. So
That's crazy.
I'm like,
Damn, let me get my jaw. Shit.
so I'm like,
Stop
stop.
these clothes and this food. We said we
So I gave him a warning. I said, stop yelling. I said, because my kids are going to hear you. It's going to be bad. I said, just stop yelling. So he just keep yelling. I'm like, okay. All right. So what did it was my middle daughter, I only had 2 kids at the time. My middle daughter came to the stairs. She was like, Mommy, I'm scared. That did it for me. I said, I got something for your ass. So
You feel like 50 Cent, I got something for your ass. Keep thinking I'm pussy.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, I got something for your ass. So what I did was I called his cousin, which is really not his cousin. It's just somebody who he known for a long time. So he called him his cousin, but I called his cousin. I was like, come on, let's meet at this bar. So I fucked his cousin. And after I fucked his cousin, I told his cousin, I said, now go call your fake cousin or go call him such and such and tell him that I just fucked you. And he called him and was like, your girl just fucked me.
Wait, he made the call for real?
Yeah, he called. I said, call him right now and tell him that I just fucked you.
I would have been like, I ain't calling that nigga.
You must fuck the shit out that nigga for him to
And he like, you know what? I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna call him.
I'm like,
Because what type of nigga be like, I'm gonna call him?
so he called him and told him what happened. And the dude called me crying. I said, now you see how my daughter feels. I said, don't you ever make my kids cry. I don't play when it comes to my kids. You could have did anything else, but don't make my kids cry. Don't bring that drama to my house. Like, I gave you a spot to put your stuff. So now you're going to feel this fucking pain. Don't play with my kids.
So was his stuff already gone?
No, his stuff was still in my house. So I told him, I said, you can
So
come
did
get
he
your...
cry, come get the shit? Like,
I didn't even put his stuff out. What's so bad? 'Cause I knew...
Like, I'd be snotting, come moving my
I didn't
dresser.
even put his stuff out because I knew, like, he didn't have nowhere else to put it. And I slept good at night knowing, like, you made my... Because it bothered me so much to see my daughter crying. You don't play with my kids. I already gave you somewhere to put your stuff.
So was it like a good time with the fake cousin, or was just like
No, I had a plan. Like, it was all mental. Like, I ain't give a damn about nothing. I ain't give about nothing. I just wanted to fuck the shit out of him so he can go back and tell his cousin, and so his cousin can feel so bad, like, damn, like, your girl just smashed
Look,
me.
he in the barbecue like, My bad, bro. Like I ain't even like.
Like
Bro.
I didn't.
Should've
His
just
cousin
been quiet, cuz she told you to
I
be
told him to
quiet.
be quiet. I said, "Don't do that."
But did he call him in front of you?
Yeah, he called him in front
Oh,
of me.
he thought y'all was gonna be an item afterwards.
Yeah, he called him in front of me, and then like afterwards, like he was calling me. I'm like, I ain't gonna answer. And then I finally answered. He was crying, and I'm like, I told you. I said, listen, I don't want to talk about nothing else. I told you to be quiet, so you wouldn't make my kids cry. And then his cousin, he was like, I'm gonna tell this. I said, I don't give a damn who you tell. I want everybody to know.
That nigga, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What is cousin? What is like, bro? They not
I
cousins
can't
no
even
more.
judge because of a bitch fucking me out here.
If you don't
No,
play
but
with
I'm
my
saying,
kids.
but I'm talking about a nigga like his cousin. They be at the barbecue like.
I mean,
Cause she told me you weren't doing it like this, baby. You hear me out there?
and he tried to throw it off on like, oh, I smashed one of his girls, and I'm just like, nah, I like you know how
it hit different.
Yeah, it hit different. You know, yeah, because
She was like, nah, you know how I get.
Yeah, you know. So it's just like that's why I'm like, he smashed me. I smashed him. I had a motive. I took him to that bar. I bought him a couple of drinks, and I'm like, you good? You got enough drinks in you? All right, come on. Took him back to the house. I was like, come on, drop them drawers.
She said, let me take
so it was just like
it
just happened. So
You know what? I need to
That's crazy.
refill.
Hold on, you told him to drop them drawers?
yes, I told him to drop them. He was shocked. He was like, he just thought like I just wanted to get out and
So
hang.
you like the remix.
You ever seen that TV show like All the Queen's Men?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
You gonna have to send it to me so I can watch it.
Yeah, that's different. She turned that on while we was watching TV. I said, what the fuck?
But yeah, that's the craziest. I mean, I've done other stuff, but I think that's about the craziest. Like, just don't play with my kids. We good.
We on your ass.
Yeah, that's you know what? That's like you know what? I can't even say nothing.
All right, next question.
That's why I don't play with people.
Right.
Look, that's why I do not play with people.
Just don't play with a woman and her kids, especially if she doing no help, no nothing, and you just she make it real
How
strict.
you arguing? Let me spin that red. Let's see. She arguing about how you arguing and you got free storage. Like,
Yeah, listen, and
Right,
more
store
than.
is like $89
But listen,
a
even
month.
more than that, I did more than that. So it's just like, dang, like you really gonna do that with my kids, and you know I play that. First of all, I don't even let people come to my place. Like if I let you come to my place as a man, I trust you. So for me to have put that trust in you, and that was my mistake, for trusting you. But and for you to do that, like I had to get back. Like I had to and I had to hit you where it was gonna hurt. Me arguing with you and
the
fighting.
last time y'all talked was he got all the stuff out your house?
The last time he talked, a couple years went by, and then he finally came and got his stuff out of my garage. Because I told him, I was like, hey, I just bought another house. You need to come and get your stuff out of my garage. And then when he popped up this time, I was pregnant.
Are they still cousins or they ain't really fake cousins no more?
Yeah, I guess they still cousins. But he thought that he was going to get back because he kept on saying, like, come on, let's just have this one.
You can grab your lemonade.
Say you got to get back for your block.
Oh, okay, I can just grab my lemonade. Period.
I we gonna toast your lemonade.
Real nigga. You'll be a savage. You was a nigga.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah,
I'm thinking I need to convert over to give me a couple women.
She'd be a legend.
A couple of whores.
Yeah, give me whores.
You really gonna be
Y'all
like
petty.
us in the flow.
All right, but I got another question for y'all.
Okay.
So, what do you dislike most about yourself?
My motherfucking bald head.
Oh my God!
Say
But you been
nah.
on here for so long, like.
She said, but it been gone for so long. What are you talking about?
Right, like
This
you're not
nigga
used
definitely,
to it.
this nigga definitely used to have the biggest fro ever. Like for the
Nah, I've
longest.
been while this cleanse was Rashid while we was all the times too in that bitch RP.
Okay.
The most thing I say I dislike about myself is that would be shit.
Right.
I love my motherfucking self.
That's good. No, that's good.
I guess what I would say that I dislike the most is the same thing that I like the most is sometimes like willing to like talk through it.
Oh.
Cause like
That can get you in a sticky situation.
so shit happen. I'm talking through it. Like if you mad at me the most, we could talk to 1, 2 in the morning. Like I'm not about to like as long as you up ready to talk to it. But one thing that kind of what I don't like about it is when they get like I'm talking and it's like you fatigued or you tired of the conversation. So that's when it's like I don't like this shit that I'm willing to. Sometimes I just want to do some nigga shit like no fuck it then.
Hey, listen, bro. Yeah, cause like I swear to God, cause like I don't like my forgiveness. So I've been like more stern when like I done had some situations motherfuckers done some weird shit and I ain't did shit to them. And it bothered me. So I'm like, you know what the fuck, nigga? You holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck going on, holler at me. But now I'm like, I know I ain't did shit. I've been solid, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that. I'm not gonna say I hate that I've been, because I'm just a good hearted motherfucker, but it just bothered me that I'm like, well, they trying to figure out what went wrong, knowing you ain't did shit, but you just kind of like,
Yeah.
so what the fuck could have
You trying to see what you could have did different, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because like Star always told me I got like a best friend and shit like that, but I really like.
She said that you have what?
I always got a best friend and some shit at work. But this ain't no work shit. It's just like, I'm just saying friends in general. Like, I got a lot of friends, but I got a lot of sources. But my friends, see, I look at friends. Friends are, to me, the family that you get to choose. You know what I'm saying? So once we locked in, this is my cousin, or you my sister, that's my brother.
Right.
You feel me? We've been locked in fucking 20 plus years.
Right.
So once we locked in like that, and you just get to acting weird.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like
what's going on.
What went wrong? What the fuck?
And it bothers you because you were genuine. You had pure intentions from the beginning, and
like, what the fuck I did to
that make you to act like this towards me.
Yeah, like, and even if I did something, we been locked in all the
time.
Talk
to me about
Don't be no bitch ass nigga. Just be like,
yeah, say how you feel.
Yeah.
Look, you got the right to be mad. Take 2 months off a month. I don't even want 2 months. Take 2 weeks off a month off, and then
I don't even see no 2 weeks because I have a friend who did that to me, and like we stopped talking. I addressed something with her that I think that she needed to hear constructive criticism, and then this is like her 3rd, 4th time. Like she'd take breaks and not talk to me for weeks, months, and then pop up out the blue, and I'm just like, no, this last time it hit different because I had this conversation with you multiple times, and it's like I don't, because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. The one I feel bad when I ignore people text messages. I don't want to purposely ignore you. Like I rather block your number that way I won't see your text pop up because I know how my conscience is. I'm gonna have to respond to you. So like to have seen her text come through and then not reply, like I wouldn't do that to her. So don't do nothing to me that I wouldn't do to you.
Yeah, that shit lame. Cause like at least stand as a man, like, well, bro, you did this, you did that.
Yeah, tell me.
Like,
we can talk through it.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
At least be like, well, bro, I feel you was wrong when you did this. And then I'd be like, you know, my bad if I overstepped or, like, I didn't mean that shit like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of times why people don't really say nothing is because there's nothing you really did. It's just like, sometimes just the way you live your life, sometimes it, like, produce envy when it shouldn't. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of times people just think you got something going on that you probably don't. Mm-hmm. But it's not my job to tell you, like, if you think, like, oh, this thing got it good over there. It's like, when you talk to me, I'm not about to be like, man, the roof leaked, the floor creaked, the microwave fucked up. Right. I'm not about to, like, overly...
That's really female stuff. We females usually have that type of conversation with people.
Yeah. And it's just like... Be happy for me like I've been happy for you your whole life. I ain't never been jealous. If anything, you doing better than me. Good job. Keep doing that shit. Now you motivated me to get my shit together more. Or whatever. So,
but most people don't move like that.
No, like, a lot of people
envy is crazy.
Like, yeah, people will be jealous of you over the craziest things. You're like, well, I ain't even got it, but it don't matter.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't got shit.
So, is there a list of people that you guys think that you need to forgive? Is there one? It could be one. I said a list, but is it?
I'm trying to forgive motherfuckers right now and allow them the time and the space to figure out they shit and kind of speaking on what I was just speaking on, bro. Like, I'm allowing you. I feel like I gave the space to where I'm like, damn, what's up? Now it's like, what's up? Mm-hmm. All right, ain't shit up. All right, go over there, figure that shit out.
Right.
And get back with me. Cause
when you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. But now it's like, shit ain't the same no more because it's been too long. Especially for a nigga knowing.
Time is something. Distance doesn't work for me. I tell anybody that, not even just
it does work for me. And it's not to listen.
It does or doesn't?
It does. Well, like for me, I am a distant person. Like sometimes, like, I would, like, let's say a text message come to me at 12:30. If I don't see it till like 4, because I'm trying to I like to get people used to, like, yeah, we all got cell phones, but I'm just not attached to my cell phone like a lot of people. Like, I really put my phone down and lock in. Like, I listen to podcasts all day. I'm listening to books all day. Like, I really like, because I have to keep myself going to do something. So like, is there somebody that like I don't have no grudge against anybody. Like it's probably one person in this world that I'm like, if I see you, we got to square up.
Damn.
You know, but other than that,
I'm
it's only ever been one person. This has only been the one person ever in life.
Who?
I can't say.
Okay.
Because if I see him, we gonna have to square up. But
You want that nigga cut off guard, like, what up?
It is what it is. You know what I mean? But other than that, like for me, I don't hold.
I heard that.
Look, I don't hold no grudges. I don't have no kind of ill will towards nobody. Like I don't. But I also for me, it's not about who I need to. Forgive. I just want people like if they reach out to me and like they feel like he can't just like extend some grace my way. Like, and if you feel like I didn't respond, reach out to me again.
Right.
Like me personally, reach out to me multiple times because then that forces me to respond.
Right.
Sometimes I be so into my own little world that I need that reinforcement. So I have to be like, let me reach out to this person, let them know that it's not personal. I'm going.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like people can be taken back and be like, okay, well I ain't about to kiss your ass, so I'm not about to.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
So.
That's why I used to have a voicemail that say, if you want an immediate response, leave a voicemail and I'll hit you back.
Okay.
So a lot of times my family got used to like double calling because double calling to me means emergency.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I'm gonna go back.
That's a good idea.
Look, I'm gonna go back. When my sister called me, she was the one that let me know. Oh, Deontay coded. I'm getting ready for work, right? So, like, she called me. Let's say my nephew passed away. Let's say 2 months after Deontay, my sister's baby. I'm getting ready for work again. She called me. He's unresponsive. I'm like, so now when people call me, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I literally have like trauma. When people call me, I'm like, ooh, shit.
Yeah.
That's why I almost need a message or a text message or a voicemail to let me know that it ain't nothing crazy.
Right.
Because I'm like, damn.
What they call for.
Yeah, because I done heard 2 calls, and those 2 calls back to back in the same year.
Changed your life, yeah.
And it's like, it's hard for me to answer the phone on the first call sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's something crazy at the end of this call. Like, so I be needing that double text or double call to be like, it ain't nothing serious. I just need $30 so I can just say, so I can say no respectfully.
Cause I know I call Pat like, motherfucker, what you doing, nigga? You see me call your ass.
And it don't look because
you gotta allow people.
Look, my head be like doo doo, and look, my head sometimes be like doo 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 doo.
Yeah.
I don't know what that junk is, but like I definitely be on some like. Because when I be in my emotions and I be going through, and when I need to pull time for myself, sometimes I just disassociate. Like if I'm not calling, I'm barely at home even interacting. Like I'm at home just like I'm probably in the car or something.
Finish the list.
I got one last question. Well, I got a few.
You got one, bro.
No,
you say you had 4, you only answered
she
one.
definitely
you got 3 more.
No, because the other ones is not really that
Yeah, we
important.
answering them, motherfucker.
Okay, so listen.
We're going through this list because next
What
week.
we live, man.
Listen. So, what is a promise that you guys find hardest to keep?
And I promise.
What's that song?
Don't let nobody else.
Oh, I thought that was a different song.
Baby, I promise.
Okay.
You said a promise that
You find hardest to keep.
I think the promise that I find hard to keep is only promises to myself.
That's bad.
I know.
Yeah.
It is bad, but like my hardest promises are promises that like, okay, I'm gonna do this for myself. I'm gonna do this for myself. And like when it comes to like a list of promises that I make, those are the ones where I'm like, I get to it.
Okay.
But the other ones with other people, when I make the promise and I say I'm gonna do something, I can't break it.
You gotta do it.
But for myself, the self promises are the worst, and I think that's what I'm trying to get better at, and like prioritizing myself and not feeling guilty when taking time for myself. And I think this pod kind of helps because even though this is not like me just doing something by myself, your family just look at you just doing something without them. So it seems like a self thing, but it's also you just in a small way finding time to like put forth to another obligation.
Yeah.
So I think this is a small step in me just being like.
So it helps.
Yeah, it definitely helped. I love podding. I've been loving podding before I was podding. Like I've been talking to my wife about podding. I done had like y'all don't know how many pot when Trump won the presidency, I did a dang on emergency pod as soon as he won.
Shut up, big
Nigga,
T.
I did like a 20-minute pod of it being like should be.
Y'all think he gonna win again?
No, but I think I used the emergency pod in the moment like this should be motivation for us black people to just kind of like do what we got to do. I did it. I had a daddy duties pod that I was about to start. Like just talking about parenting.
You need to do a daddy's duty. You're
like so pod for me has always been this thing that I've been ready to jump into. So like when y'all was like, let's do it, it's almost like the moment I said, all right, I gotta keep my word. So it kind of forced me to be like,
that's why let's
jump into it.
But no, Moon, he just was all crazy. He was like, hey, so we gotta do this. Hey, I was thinking about this and I was thinking that. And then I got on the phone with him one time and he like, we don't think that you as serious. And I'm like,
that's because this nigga is motivated.
Cause like
that's because you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. You threw the idea out there, but you didn't already know.
Waiting on it. You didn't know we was waiting.
You ain't know we was waiting for the perfect opportunity separately to just be like, let's do something.
Yeah, let's like.
So you didn't know. You didn't know the fire that was. You didn't know the gas was already leaking before you made the fire. Exactly. So that's basically we was already leaking gas.
Y'all came in my basement. Y'all like,
And then we was over here like. Okay, we doing
measurements and shit.
We like, okay, keep the kids down.
My baby kept coming down there. Yeah. He was like, oh, no, like I did. I'm like, dang, like this about to get. And I'm not going to lie. When we first decided to do the podcast and we was going through it in our first episode outside of the one little play one we did at my house, I laid in the bed for like hours and I was like, I don't want to do it no more. I should never said nothing.
It's hard.
I should never said nothing. I'm like, I got to leave my kids. I got to do this. And my daughter was like, just go. You never get out the house. Like, she just wanted me out the house. But after I came in, I did it. And I was driving home. I'm like, damn. I said, we had so much fun. Like, it was me venting. Like, I felt like I was in counseling. I felt like it was just therapy to my soul. And to be doing it with people that I trust and love. Like,
it is.
Yeah, it's just like, I love y'all.
It's like this is like, it's therapeutic. And to me personally, it forces me to be interactive more at home.
Yeah.
Because, like, here when I do this, it's like, okay, when I go home, we gonna do this.
Yeah.
It kind of forces me to be like, okay, I was able to pull time aside to myself here, so now I can pull time aside for like family things. It kind of makes it easier for them and stuff. What does the elephant charm?
Oh.
Like, is that like a purposeful representation for you in some way?
I don't know if y'all know
they
this
got
when y'all
the best
came over
memory.
to
The elephants.
Okay, yeah, my house I got elephants everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, their memory is like crazy. Yeah. I know that about elephants.
My grandma started me on it. Like, growing up, she had like literally a million elephants around her house, and my grandma actually gave me this one. She gave me a lot of elephant pieces. Not only like jewelry, but also like different glass pieces around my house, pictures. So much stuff. So it's really started from my grandma. Good luck, and I really feel like it helps me. Like, if I have this on, like I'm feeling
you a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like when I grab it or touch it or like, and you can only get the ones with the trunk is up.
I have a small like. That's how I feel. I have a small like dream catcher charm that I got to get like a small chain. To,
like my grandma. Like I feel like
I want me another piece.
Cause cause my thing how you are with elephants is how I am with dream catchers.
Yeah, and I feel, but it just brings me closer to my grandma. Like my grandma older and like she, they had cancer, MS, like all type of different stuff, and it's like, well, she still got MS, but yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I want people like when you talk about your grandma, I got so emotional, because I'm like my grandma, that's my baby.
Look.
Yeah.
I got these no weapons forearm chains on that my grandma made.
See?
I can't leave the house with these. I don't take these off.
And that's
my grandma make these for all her kids, grandkids. I even get mad when like Ambrosia, my wife, she kind of like she bought like a whole stack of them sometime and gave it to her coworkers. I'm like, nigga, don't buy nothing for my grandma. Like this is our thing. But like no weapons formed, it's like her like signature.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like I can't leave the house. I don't care what I got going on, what outfit I'm wearing. I gotta have my no weapons form.
Take Granny with you.
Everywhere I go. Like that's to the point. Like I even plan to get like, cause we got this little matching tat in New Orleans. Me and Ambrosia. This is like my idea, like a feather. And I do plan to get like no weapons formed around it because it's like
that'd be dope.
My grandma been saying it for so long, putting it on bracelets for years.
Let's get tatted, man. What we doing?
And look, that's our thing. Anywhere we go, any location we go. Like we try to get like find somewhere to do a little tattoo.
That's cute.
But I do plan to put no weapons formed on me, cause That's one of I can't like walk up like if I leave the house with without one of these bracelets, I feel naked. Like I'm missing something.
Them grandmas hit different, don't they?
Yeah, they.
I had to get my granny on my legs.
I be having to square with kids. I be having to square with the great grandkids that try to how they deal energy with the grandma be a little different than yours. My grandma always used to be like, I'm the big cheese. Like, she'll square up with you. A lot of kids be like, oh, grandma, like, hold on, nigga, that's my grandma. Like,
that's my granny.
You better relax a little bit. Like, I'm ready to
I wouldn't know what I would do without my grandma. Like, I would, like, that's my baby. Y'all both lack empathy. Is that a man thing or
wait a minute? Wait.
Very empathetic.
No, y'all not.
I don't feel like
Listen.
Wait. I'm a king of empathy.
I'm very empathetic.
So when you say, okay, let me ask this as a rebuttal before I answer the question. What prompts you to say lack of empathy?
Y'all lack empathy really bad. Like, I could be telling y'all something, y'all just gonna be like, dang. And then y'all look at each other and y'all smiling at each other. And I'm like,
that don't count. In-person empathy don't count.
It depends on the situation, though, because it can be like...
Listen, when I told Moon what happened, I'm on the phone with him like, hey, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it to the park. Like, y'all gonna have to record. He be like, no, we ain't gonna record without you. But he just holding the phone. I'm like, nigga, say something. Like,
I was working. It's like, it be a lot going on at work.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with work.
How you gonna take
y'all lack empathy. I can tell y'all, like,
you know what? I don't.
I wanted to empathetic like 2 days ago.
Okay, look.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so
I mean, yeah.
Let me see. Let me say this.
No, but you in the same breath. You was empathetic, but in the same breath, you was just like, basically, get over that shit.
Some shit you gotta. It depends on what it is. Some shit you gotta get over.
You know what? Me personally, I don't lack empathy, but what I will say is sometimes I'm so empathetic that it almost would like. I don't want my empathy to kind of further whatever feeling somebody is having. And or like overdo it in a time where they don't want to hear it. Cause I'm like, to me, I kind of like battle myself with how empathetic I'm gonna be. That's kind of how empathetic I am sometimes. And I just kind of be like, okay, let me dial it back. I gotta kind of gauge the person to see how much. Cause my empathy, I'm a one-on-one person. Okay. When people go through stuff, and it's like. I'd rather hit somebody one-on-one and have that conversation or text them one-on-one to let them know about, like, okay, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're going through and stuff like that. But I don't want to, like, overdo it to the point where I don't know what that person is really feeling in the moment. I don't want to say something or be empathetic at the time where they pissed off. It's like you gotta learn how to read the room.
You gotta let the person get that shit off. So you can't say something I just cut you off like, you're like, damn, this nigga didn't let me finish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that too, but...
So you want the false empathy, or you want me to let you get your shit off, then I can be empathetic.
But I will say, when you say lack of empathy, I want to know, I don't know if my wife would agree with that, because I'm going to ask you.
I'm pretty sure both of y'all wives would agree with that.
No, look, because...
Exactly,
the crazy part, I have so many conversations to the point where I feel like sometimes my wife lack empathy in the conversations. And sometimes she get tired of conversations and I be feeling like, damn, you just don't want to talk. But I am going to ask her that because I do like to hear that. So it kind of helps me when I had those like thoughts in my head, like, should I say something or should I touch on that? I don't want to overstep. It kind of helps me with certain people to be
but
like,
probably that person needs y'all to overstep.
And I think that's what I need. That I guess.
Yeah, so it's like the judgment.
Because like y'all didn't follow up the next day. Neither one of y'all followed up the next day.
What day?
Neither one of y'all followed up the next
day.
Right.
I did.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, maybe yeah.
I know I didn't. Even if I don't know the exact day, I know I didn't follow up because
I would still follow up. So I'm like, yo,
yeah, because no, but you are right in that, right?
I just think don't tell me like I don't know.
No, don't tell you what.
Don't tell you that. Don't offer that type of like. Don't offer that type of like care and don't follow up on.
No, it ain't even. It's definitely the following up, but it's not the following up. If that makes sense, it was just like y'all responses. Like it was y'all responses was good, but it's like at the same time, it's like y'all it's like you told me, like, okay, basically, like, get over it.
What
And-
day was this? So I can figure it out. We need
look. I do get what you're saying because
it's because it's one of those things where it's like
a little tone. When it's two dudes, the responses sound a little tone deaf.
Yeah, and it's my thing of like you telling me to get over it, you telling me like yeah it's life or you're like just keep pushing, but if I'm not that person with that mind frame to keep pushing or that like if I'm not that strong or it's a reason that I reached out to y'all and said what I said because obviously y'all are the two people that I trust to share that with and I needed y'all at that moment. So it was like, yeah, y'all responded back and y'all came through at that moment, but it's like the responses were like just basically like, oh, get over it.
Basically like generic. And
yeah, it was just like get over it.
It was like 7 in the morning,
but
bro.
like it was still like get over it, and it's just like it was talking, but it's like y'all like didn't take the time out to like say, damn, like that is really fucked up. Like, and I don't know what can I do to help her get over, to make it better, to help her get over that.
You know what it was? But you know what it is? It's all for me. It's because I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it.
You didn't.
But I guess for me, it's also like learning what this person needs in this moment.
But I've been screaming it from day one. I'm like, this is something in my area. This is something in my life that, and I don't want to cry when I say this.
We're going to talk about cameras. I was so sorry.
No, you did, but it's like,
no.
that's an area in my life where I've always been boisterous about that to y'all. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that y'all just should have just like, followed up because that bothers me every day. So yeah, I appreciate y'all follow up that day, but I feel like something more should have been done because I don't have nobody else to talk to. Yeah, like literally nobody, no family, no friends, no nothing. Like nobody don't understand. Everybody just look at me like I got it all figured out, and I'm just keep going and going and going. And I feel like I needed y'all to understand the most because I'm with y'all the most. If us outside of my kids, I'm with y'all the most every week more than I am with my own family. And I feel like my own family don't give a fuck or they would have been checking on me. With everything that I got going on, not only with my kids, but just with myself too. And I feel like I really needed y'all. And I feel like not just be present at that moment because I sent that out, but just like be aware, be conscious, aware of like what I'm going on because like I'm struggling.
Yeah, I do. Honestly, I do feel that. And I will say me personally that I didn't take the, I will say personally, I didn't take the time to actually follow up on that and follow through with that. And I will say that was a bad judgment call by me, like as a friend and knowing and you reaching out and not following up and doing that. But for me now, it's like knowing that that's something that you would appreciate and something you need. Like I can't see myself letting that happen again to where it's like I just leave you just like to like figure it out. You know what I mean? Because that is shitty. I'm not gonna say that was a shitty move to do as a friend.
Both of y'all are shitty.
Look, hey, look, cause
I tried because I'm like,
no, for me, I know for sure that it was a shitty thing on my end because I didn't follow through and no matter what was going on in the moment, I don't even know, but the fact that I didn't even follow through when you reached out or you said something, to me, that is a shitty thing because me personally, I do have that same feeling to where I feel like I'm handling a lot of things and nobody a lot of times don't really take a time to say, damn, he doing a lot and he needs somebody to just recognize maybe he's just doing a lot. Maybe he needs somebody to say, how are you doing? Right. So for me to feel that too and not reach out, I do feel like that's extra shitty.
And that's the reason why I asked you one of the questions today. I said it seemed like you got so much. Like, are you at your breaking point? It's something that we can help with. Because I want to be that friend to like, just not this, but like everything all around.
Yeah, and I think that to me is like one of those things where, I have to learn because I'm not used to somebody like outside of my wife to just call or just to check in and say, how you doing? No. I'm not used to that. So like I'm trying to learn how to like compartmentalize that. But I will say and I will admit, like my responses in those moments have been lackluster as a friend, and I wasn't responding as fast or I wasn't responding or following up. But it's also, for me, I was like, damn, like, dude. And instead of thinking all of that, because I do a lot of things where I be like overthinking sometimes, and I just like my motherboard just kind of like short circuit.
Yeah, cause it be like a lot going on. Like we be having like work and stuff going on too. But I
But
definitely
imagine how I feel though. I feel like
Yeah,
that's an
when you
excuse.
let yourself out there and then
no,
like you
'cause
just feel
I
like
called you that night. I text you that night. I called you the next morning. I
Yeah.
text you the next morning. So
But
don't
imagine
say
how I
left you hanging.
No,
'Cause
but you okay? But I don't like the
really-
excuse of we got work and this and that because
No, it's not an excuse. 'Cause I called you.
you
right,
did,
and I
but you
texted
can't say. But in the same breath, you can't say, "Oh, we got work, we got stuff that we be having going on." Because I have work,
Yes, you do.
I have kids, which I share with y'all what's going on with my kids. I'm not gonna say it on the pod. Well, one of my kids or two, both of them, but one majority of them.
You ain't gotta go through on podcast.
Yeah. So, but it's like y'all know that y'all know when I'm going. I'm by
I
myself.
was calling and texting.
By
'Cause listen, no, I was
myself.
calling because I understand. Like I understand you handling your shit. You doing a great job, and
Right.
I understand that. So I try to extend a helping hand because I'm like, she going through a lot and she doing this shit by herself. So I try to be there more because like I try to be there for everybody, but it's more because like you doing all this shit by yourself. So I try to make myself more available for you to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To try to extend the extra help, or like go the extra mile because it's different when you going, cause like my dad did his thing, my stepdad did his thing, but once everybody went their ways, it's mama.
Right.
yeah.
So I got that empathy for you, cause my mama did, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then went through shit by herself with her kids, so it's like I feel it, and I got the empathy in my heart because I know the stress and all that shit that can bring. So I am empathetic to where, God forbid, to shit me and my wife, we done that. We ride this shit out because we got kids, and I know the effect of the father not being in the household.
Yeah.
So I'm like down there, like, nigga, we figuring this shit out because these kids ain't about to go through this because I know the effects this shit have on the children. So it's like,
and like I said, with me being outside, like me and my wife being outside, like it's just me understanding, like even her, like with her friendships, you have obligations to your friends that I don't want to be the person to step in and try to like get in the way. Sometimes you got to be there for that friend,
Right.
got to.
you know. And when I say us being outside more, we're me and my wife is learning that more, that we got to converse with each other. And we got to be honest and have these conversations. She like, I got to, my friend's going through something. Friend lost a child. I got to talk to my friend. I got to understand that. You know what I mean? So I think even with me, we're learning how to like, it's easy to just be like, it's just me and you, like da-da-da. But when we start opening ourselves up to the world, now, hey, it's me and you when we together. But now I got to do this over here. Let me handle this over here. But I'm coming back. And I think a lot of times for me it's just balance. But I will say, my response is like, I will say, like even with me going through like depression, I do ghost people a lot of times and it's unintentional. But like I even tell my wife, like even though it's unintentional, I do know the adverse effect it have on people.
Right.
To the point where now I have to go back and mend those things, even if I'm going through something. The moment I come to, it's like, wait a minute, I gotta go and talk to this person, let them know. So I have been trying to consciously do that and like work through it. But it has been hard, but I think it has been necessary for me to have an accountability that even though I'm going through something, I want people to know, like when you feel the way about something that got to do with me, tell me. Because even though I'm going through something, I need people to say, hey, you going through something, I understand, but I needed you in this moment and you didn't come through for me. Because now it forces me to kind of like compartmentalize things and kind of help me put things in different spaces.
because I know those moments where I feel like, well, damn, like, I needed you at this moment and you weren't there. And then it's different to where I needed you and you weren't there over some petty shit or some bullshit than opposed to, I'm not a motherfucker. You could have been a cuss me out. Pat could have cussed me out today. Pat called me tomorrow. Bro, listen, man. Shit going on. Fucked up, man. Pull up on me. I need to holler at you. Or you. You know what I'm saying? Some shit. I need to holler at you about something, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through this. I'm not going to say, nah, nigga, you just cussed me out yesterday. Fuck, get the fuck on. I'm going to be like, bro, I'm going to give you that grace because I know we're not perfect and shit happens. So I'm not going to take for granted what you said yesterday At least not while you're going through shit. I'm gonna.
So Lisa, you so irritating.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off, but we gonna handle this.
He's so irritating.
Look, we gonna table this, but I'm a, you know, but
I'm give you a week.
I do like people. I do like people holding me accountable, because now it forced me to like, okay, damn, they right. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a person that just, I don't like to be right in arguments. I like to come to an understanding to where we both is like, cool. So I think when you said that, it's like, you're right. There's nothing I can say to like get out of that. You are right. I didn't reach out. I didn't respond. I didn't follow up. And it's not nothing that I did consciously, but even unconsciously, so you can do something to kind of make somebody feel away. So I think that is something. And that, I will say, I do apologize as a friend for not being there or not following up when you do reach out and say, hey, I can't do this because of this, because I'm going through something that's happening. At that moment, I feel like I will, like, in the future, like, make sure that everything is good, make sure everything is everything, and I follow up and make sure that you are good, you know, because what we do here is good, but if we not good outside of this is not gonna work.
It's like, is it real?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to apologize too if you feel like I wasn't there to the best capability or to where you needed me, because I understand how it is when you going through some shit and you feel like you ain't got nobody. So I don't never want nobody going through that when it comes to me, because it's always a point to where we need somebody and we feel like not heard. And when you come and confide into certain individuals, you be like, well, damn, I needed y'all to feel me or to be there. So I definitely understand that aspect. Like, you know, I came to y'all, I needed y'all there for me, and y'all kind of like, I'm not gonna say y'all brushed me off, but I don't think y'all responded with the most urgency or sincerity to my situation. So I do want to apologize if that's what it is. And to anybody, I'm not just gonna say her, to anybody, if y'all came to me to where y'all feel like y'all needed me and I wasn't as sincere, or I didn't show the urgency or the grace that y'all feel like y'all needed from me, I do want to apologize, because, you know, we not all perfect, and sometimes we be fighting our own battles to where we can't even really peep the magnitude of y'all situation, because we got our own situation going on. So it's like grace for grace. You know, you gotta give me the grace, and I gotta give you the grace, and you gotta, you know, allow me the grace to not understand what you've been going through or been through, and just as well as I would want you to, you know. So it's just like, it's all about understanding, man. And I gotta, like, even better, because I be hearing, like, oh, your ass be talking on that pod. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because when you pod, and it just open your mind up, and you become open to, like, you know, different understandings.
Yeah, and pod force you to be more open in your personal life in certain situations.
Yeah, so.
You know,
that's why I wanted to ask y'all all these questions. I feel like y'all just.
So
like,
finish. You got two more.
No, I don't.
Counting. Yes, you do.
No, it's we wrapping up.
Okay.
We gotta finish though.
No, it's no other question.
You got two more. You say you had 4. You did 2 more.
I asked all of these. Y'all both. That's the only one I didn't ask. Is number 5.
What's that? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We end with that. That sounds
okay. Cool.
That sounds.
All right. So, what makes y'all feel most love as a man? We'll give you guys butterflies.
You give me butterflies inside.
Y'all so irritating, dog.
I just want
Okay.
to touch and say I wish.
Oh, irritating. Okay, I'm gonna be like y'all and start just singing songs.
Nah, but
because your songs heard they want to ride on me.
This nigga bring it on. Got the chrome on that when we speak.
I listen to Blade coming over here. That's funny.
Oh, we gotta break that Jesus song down too. But so what gives me butterflies, man? It's just like appreciation. Just be like, thankful that, like, no. So that sound like that's the wrong word to say.
You know what? You know what?
You know where I'm going though.
I get what you're saying. Because like even when I was talking to my wife today, when I was at work, and she was like, you know, talking to like Tyler, my oldest, and she was like talking to me about it. She was like, yeah, you know, I was talking to Tyler, like, you got to do more as a 12-year-old. You got to be more responsible. And she like, yeah, because your daddy, he worked more than everybody in his house. Like he he work and then he come home and he do this, and this. You know, and I think to me that made me feel love because sometimes when you're doing something, you don't feel like it's not acknowledged. When it's not acknowledged, you don't feel like people see the work. You know what I mean? So when they take pause and she's just like, not about how it's work today. It's like, you know, I appreciate you for working and going out here and hustling for your family and then coming home and, you know, making sure your family good or cooking dinner or just helping with homework. You know, just making me feel like the work I'm doing is being noticed. Like, it can be the smallest thing. Just don't make me feel like it's an obligation more so than like more appreciative. I think that makes me feel love when it's like, you know what, I appreciate, you know, I'm not gonna get a big head. I don't know why that's even. I don't even know why that's even.
That's why I be
like
scared
a
of
thing
people
about
getting
it.
big heads. I'm like, I
mean, you should want my head to be big. I mean, my hat might be a size 8.5.
She want that other head to be big.
Yeah, you better squeeze that motherfucker.
So, I knew I should have said
that time of the month is the end. You gonna just be big as you need.
Gotta make it do what it do, baby.
We had to wait a week.
Can't talk to y'all.
I don't feel like it's mine enough.
I just definitely want to say, like, it feels good to be appreciated, like, the sacrifice. Like, I'm doing 65 to 70 hours a week to provide for my family. So I definitely would like to, you know, feel like, okay, now I appreciate you. You working like a motherfucker. You barely sleeping. You going to get it. You making sure we straight. You doing this. You doing that. And then on the other end, you know, while I'm working all those hours, she working also and taking care of the children, so I don't want to take away from what she's doing because I couldn't work like that if she wasn't holding up her end. I'm not even going to say her end of the bargain, but if she wasn't being a great teammate on the other end of the side to allow me to be able to work those hours to take care of us, because if she's not up to it or, you know, she's down or whatever, I can't be out like that because that's going to have an effect on her, which will have an effect on our marriage. So it's just all about teamwork to where, you know, it's give and take. We got to, you know, it's about reciprocation. We got to, it's not tit for tat, but it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this, so let it free you up to do this. And if I work these many hours, you ain't got to work those hours because, you know, the bag in. So it's just about, you know, just about teamwork and coming together, man, and just being a team to where y'all making the best efforts and doing what y'all got to do to provide for the family on both ends and both aspects of than opposed to it just being a one parent to handle everything. I just feel like, you know, it's about sacrificing and doing what's best for the family and being outside of yourself and, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I want to say, you know, since we are about to sign off, like, I do appreciate this episode of the DRP and Delisa taking her time to actually get in depth and forcing us to answer real questions and having real responses and also holding us accountable for things because, you know, the DRP crew that watch our episodes and tap in with us about things.
We love y'all. Hold it down.
Look, we want everybody to know that, yeah, we come here, we have fun, but we also have real conversations. We also demand real answers. And we also want people to know that, like, if you're going through it with somebody and something is not right, have that conversation.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to have that conversation. Follow up, check in on people. And
say that apology out loud if you got
that apology out loud if you got somebody to apologize to.
And get y'all bald head ass in the comments. So let us know how we doing, man.
Look,
we need honest.
Let us know how we
honest
doing.
criticism, man.
Yeah,
we not gonna be mad. It just gonna make us better.
No, we just starting off. So.
Yeah.
And we got one more topic. The last one.
The fuck, dog.
My biggest turn off is the motherfucker smoking cigarettes.
Just say your biggest turn off and just keep it going so we can end it. What's your biggest turn off?
My biggest turn off is being jokey joke when I ain't joking.
All right.
Say this shit's for real. You hear me?
I just watched SVU. I'm serious.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
My biggest turn off.
I
ain't gonna say my biggest turn off.
You better
we
say
gotta
it.
say it.
All right, real quick, then we just gonna drop bombs and end this shit. My
Yeah.
biggest turn off is a little dick. All right, let me
Thanks
stop.
for tuning in to another episode of DRP. This is a different episode we gave y'all. We gave y'all real conversations with real people. Tap in with us, leave comments, share the podcast, have conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
Give us feedback about things you want to see, things you don't want to see, and we'll catch y'all again.
Who
next
wanna
time.
come on this
Can I
show?
suggest a
Yeah.
topic?
Yeah.
I would like to call this episode Vulnerability
Yeah. We can
from
do that.
DRP with Lisa Renfrey, Vanzant.
So,
You hear me?
Say there's the Lisa Winfrey knows Carter. Like, all
Next
the
time
names.
instead of my phone, I'm gonna have them cars, and you know how they be having the cars.
Yeah, our thumbnail definitely gonna be you, like your face on like a Oprah like background.
But we definitely hope y'all enjoyed this, man.
Yeah, we definitely
we
appreciate
was
it.
vulnerable with y'all. Niggas was on here crying and shit. So
Needed that.
you know,
car.
we just
You say something about me crying, we can square up. We still go 10 seconds from the east side.
hold it down.
Oh, I thought we were there.
Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker is all props.
This shit is not real.
Just in case the police listen, I mean.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
It's something